It's live. Lovely.
Perfect.
Okay, what do I need to do now? I need to set the grid. Oh no, I don't. I need to wait so that I can reset the lobby. Okay. I don't really know what to do at this point, so let's have a spectate then.
I kinda wish we could check the rain radar while we're spectating.
Oh yeah, we can't. Oh, that'll be interesting for us. Just find out randomly. Hello, GT Itka. Welcome. Welcome in. I'm gonna... currently sorting out the third car. Alright. Wow, we got a follow. How exciting is that? Oh my gosh. What was their name? William F1 fan, welcome. Team DLL, Charles? No. Not Team DLL. Team Arix. You got a biased broadcast for this first one. I will try and be unbiased. I'll try my best. But unfortunately, you do have two Arix drivers commentating, so let's see.
I think we did well enough the last time, so...
That is true. I think so. Okay, I'm going to reset the lobby. Let's see how to do this. Let me think. How do I do this? If I just... Okay, if I put it onto this, and then I'll change it again after. People are going to hate me for this, I think. And now... we go back to the custom weather. Oh, I can't do it because players are initializing. Fuck. Come on. Fuck. Come on, GT7, allow it, please. There we go, let's go. Come on, rain. Come on, rain. Oh, no rain. Lucky Stint 1 drivers. Let's ask them to ready up.
Would be interesting to get some rain during the night stints.
I really hope not. Me at 2 AM does not need rain. We have our own Discord. Oh my god. Everyone join the Discord. Alright. So, I need to get my grid. Let's check out what Initial said for the grid. Here we go. Alright, is everyone readied up? No. We wait. I need to... Who is it? And the Americans.
Our third driver is still not ready up.
Oh no, it's just our driver. It's only Luke. Oh, damn it. You're letting us down, man. Come on, Luke. Ready up, mate. No, you're not ready. No, you need to click the tick.
I wouldn't mind the current starting grid, to be honest.
I can start doing the grid now, and I'll just... Oh, he's last anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, right, let's go back to our grid. Alright, comfy first. So, comfy first, this is RRC1, Marco second, Eric's 1, and where's Rotec? Rotec for KWE. Dex Bex, who's Dex Bex? Here we go. What team is that? Also KWE. Mr. Audi Sport for Eric's 2. FGR is going to be Topeka, he's already there. GTF will be Eddie, he's already there. Now GTA, which is going to be Ken. There we go. RRC3, which is going to be Rocket Man. And Neue Sommer, which is DLL3. And then Shishi Man, RRC2. I'm guessing there was a replacement. I'm guessing Ola is instead of Ku for DLL2, and then Charles for DLL1 after their quali ban. And Luke or Tony Redgrave will be last, as that team missed the deadline for entry and didn't get to do quali.
Yep,
okay, thank you, Q.
Right.
Alright, I still need to get Luke to ready up. Why is he not going to track?
We pinged him just in case in the Discord.
There we go, he's done
perfect.
it. Finally. Let's just put him last, just make sure. There we go, lovely. Oh, I thought he did, alright. We're almost ready to go, we'll be starting in 2 minutes, so good luck to everybody. Hopefully. No crashing, no ridiculousness. Let's check out the wind. Yep, it looks terrible. Again, pretty much the opposite of what you want, so something for everyone to get used to. Just for
Looks like it's going to be quite slow lap times.
Yeah, so yeah, let's see. Probably not going to see 14s in this stint, but we'll have a look. Maybe in the later runs.
The wind itself should be dynamic, so we might see the change later.
We can hope. We can hope. So starting in 1 minute. Just a reminder that... Wait, what was I reminding? I don't know, I can't remember. You had wind up to 11 meters per second, fucking hell. Oh, sorry. Don't know if... No, it's fine, it's Twitch, no one cares. Why 15 on track? That is a very good question, Comfy. Let's have a look. Who's on track, who shouldn't be? No, there's only 14 on track to me, Comfy. I only see 14. I entered the track briefly to check the wind, but I'm no longer on track. So it's only 14 on track. Alright, I think we're good to go.
Yeah, it is quite interesting that it shows position 14/15, even though there are only 14 cars on the track.
Oh, is that a thing? I don't know. Alright. Good luck, everybody. We're gonna go we've got a formation lap first for the first lap around the track, and then they'll be going on this straight after turn 1 on the second lap, and we will get started. So everybody, here we go. Good luck.
Honestly, I'm quite nervous watching it, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
I just hope there won't be any big accidents.
Yep.
During the first lap.
We're hoping for no accidents, no disconnects, nothing like that. Hopefully it all goes well. As you can see, cars round the corner, but that won't be a problem when we get to the actual start, as we have the manual rolling start, as is custom. And yeah, we just wait for the start and for Comfy to lead everybody away. The red and black McLaren. We'll run through the grid on the formation lap as they're about to start going. Obviously, they're all going to be running their lower fuel mixes, trying to save fuel and not waste their tyres as well on this formation lap, so that they can get the most out of their first stint in the race. We've got first place is Comfy. I think they were qualified by Comrade, who put in a great lap to put it on pole. Marco's second for Arix. Very close behind, so it should be a close race between those two. Got Rotec for KWE in third, also showing good pace, and then KWE2 in fourth in that Jag, which should be very good on fuel and also good on tyres, so maybe a bit of a better strategy race for them. Then we got Mr. Audi Sport or Rian in the Porsche for Arix2, and FGR Topeka for Feel Good Racing in the Mercedes. Eddie driving the no longer meta GTR for GTF, I think, yep. And then GTA car driven by Ken, which is also going to be a Jag, so maybe looking for some good fuel and tyre wear. Then we've got this, the Ford GT, not the new one, the test race car or whatever it's called, I can't remember. I'm looking forward to see how that does. It's definitely a cool car choice, driven by Rocketman, who I think is pretty quick. And then we got Neue Sommer in that Mustang, which will be really fast on the straights. Maybe not so good in the corners, and not so good on the fuel or the tyres. The straight line speed might help around Spa. We got Shishi in the 4C, which is basically going to be the opposite of that. Not good on the straights, good in the corners, good on tyres. And then we got another Mazda here, the DLL car, with Ola, who seems to be a replacement. Then Charles in Ban, based off recent incidents, I believe, so that's why they're starting down at the back, but they'll be looking to make their way forwards. They should have better pace than that. And then the Arix third car, which missed qualifying due to a late entry in the Corvette. Maybe also looking to make their way forwards, but let's see how it goes. So we'll go back to the front for the start, and we'll follow Comfy.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how people keep their tires alive.
Yeah.
And it's going to be vital, this race.
Yeah, definitely going to be good to follow the strategies as they start to form up. This stint one will basically inform the rest of the stints, so let's see how it goes. They're going to have to...
It's interesting to see that Feel Good Racing is running with mediums. So
I didn't notice that. Okay, so we've got two teams on mediums, three teams on mediums.
4 GTS.
Yep, I didn't notice that. Okay, so that'll be an interesting strategy. I thought this would be a soft-only race, but let's see how that goes. Everyone else on softs. And they're about to get going. This is the starting area. We're very close to it. And everyone will just follow Comfy when he decides to go. There he is, he's gone. And he's settled into the lead. Marco into second.
Terrible start for the Ford GT.
Ford GT has dropped back, yep. And we've seen FGR Topeka, I think, has got ahead of Audi Sport. And they're all in a bit of a cluster. We'll go up to the front. Marco looking for a move on Comfy, maybe, for the lead. Up the inside. He seems to have made that work. Has he made it? Yep, he's made it into the corner. So Marco takes the lead now. Comfy holding second with Rotec third. Texpex is now in fourth. Topeka in fifth. Audi Sport sixth. Eddie is in seventh. We've got Ken in 8th. Neuer Summer in 9th. Rocketman is 10th after a poor start. Maybe the medium tyre's not helping out, but let's see. We've got Charles starting to make his way through already in that Mercedes, made up 2 positions. And Shishi in the 4th seat. Ola with a penalty, probably from cutting Radion. And Redgrave still at the back for the moment. So we'll have a look at Marco. He's pulled a half a second gap already. He's looking fairly comfortable at the front. Rotek about half a second again behind Comfy. They're all keeping close formation. Dexpec's falling off a little bit, keeping somewhat there. And Audi Sports got back ahead. Topeka must have made a mistake as he's fighting now with Eddie.
Yeah, if GR is making mistakes left and right, those medium tires definitely aren't working.
Okay, so Eddie now takes over 6th place, also on mediums, but maybe making them work a bit better. Topeka, yeah, got a full-on queue behind him. And Rocketman's must have had a big mistake. Now going past Ola, who had that penalty. But Rocketman down, also on medium tyres. So the medium tyres definitely don't seem to be the way to go by the looks of things. But they should come into their own later on the stint. Ridiculous. Marco sets the first lap time.
Audi Sport is all over the 4th place now.
Oh yeah.
Trying to overtake into the first corner.
Looking into La Source. Nothing really there.
Yeah, the Jaguar doesn't have very good corner exit, so...
But the Porsche now, okay, they're going to be side by side. Okay, Audi Sport backs out into a Rouge, but maybe looking for an overtake on the straight.
Very good exit.
Just looking forwards. We'll have a look at this first. Rotek on Comfy, very close. Marco's pulled away a little bit. Will Rotek get the move done? Comfy stays in front, and now back here. Audi Sport. Can he go round the outside? He's made it work round the outside of Dexpex. There we go. And Eddie.
Very good move.
That was very nice. And Eddie catching up on the medium tyres, actually, somehow making that work. So he looks like he's got very good pace. And Topeka's starting to pull away from his chasing pack, and Charles as well, coming with him a bit. Thank you, Bosworth. Further back. The same guys, really. Redgrave now maybe looking for a move on a Rocketman. Those medium tyres don't seem to be working out on the Ford GT. Alright. We settle down a little bit. But I'll follow on with Dexpex as he's got Eddie right on the back of him, maybe looking for a move. Up front, further up front. Marco's pulled away almost 2 seconds now. Comfy and Rotek still close enough for Rotek to be thinking about a move. Audi Sport has got a gap either side of him fairly nicely, and this is where the closest battle is. Dexpex versus Eddie. Eddie on medium tyres, I'll keep pointing out because it's quite impressive what he's doing at the moment. And is he going to make it round the outside of the bus stop? He's gone deep. Dexpex coming back maybe. Eddie's made it work. He's through. Eddie on the medium tyres in that GTR. Taking P5. That's pretty impressive. And now Topeka may be coming back into it a little bit with the medium tyres as well. And Charles as well. Looking for it. Let's have a look at this because I've seen Rotek fairly close to Comfy the last couple laps, so let's see. And we'll check out lap times as well quickly. Marco does a 15.5. Comfy 16.7, Rotek 16.7, Audi Sport 17.2. Obviously these guys have been battling while Marco's been out pretty much on his own. So let's look. Will Rotek go for the move? He's going up the inside. He's backed out of it. Maybe fuel saving, maybe tyre saving. Holding top Comfy slipstream, taking advantage. And just doing what he needs to do. And Dexpex keeping hold of Eddie. As we have a look, if you see the medium tyres are definitely working in terms of keeping their tyre wear better. And Comfy with worse tyre wear than Rotek, but better than Marco, so let's see. I'll keep on board with this as Dexpex seems to be getting swallowed up by the pack a little bit. If you spot anything peachy, let me know, because I'm not covering everything. Stream, can we just make sure? Can you hear Peachy? I just want to make sure, because last time you couldn't. Even though all the settings should be right, just want to make 100% sure of it.
Hopefully everything is okay.
Yeah.
The GTA Jaguar had a minor mistake and it lost some time, but nothing too serious.
Okay. Shishiman is, yeah, on the back of the GTA Jaguar now. Ken. Maybe we'll struggle to overtake a Jaguar with the 4C. But... okay, lovely. Thank you, guys. And I'm going to spectate this battle again, because I think this is going to be the first one where there could be an overtake. He could be a little bit louder. I'll make him a bit louder then. Quickly. Okay, we'll try that. Hopefully that's a bit better for everybody.
It looks like B2 and 2B4 are driving about the same pace at the moment, with Marco being a second quicker than them.
Yeah, seems that way. And we'll watch. I think Rotek, this is where he's going to go for the move. He's had better pace than Comfy up to this point. And he has the best tyre wear of the top three.
FGR almost lost it in Rouge.
Yeah, and
Charles
Rotek
is going to overtake them now.
Rotek makes the move. We'll watch out for this then. Charles looking for the move on FGR. Around the outside, and he's done it. There we go. Nicely done. It does look like clouds are coming, Zen, but I can't see the weather radar, so the drivers are going to be the ones who know, not me. We'll just have to see it how it comes. And yeah, FGR now on the medium tyres as well. But I mean, look, you can see the difference. These two are the same car, Charles and Topeka. The medium tyre is wearing a hell of a lot less, so it's definitely a strategy that could work. But they seem to be struggling on pace a little bit at the beginning of the stint. And Rotek will now try to escape Comfy and maybe chase after Marcos. His tyre wear does look to be very good. And we'll go to this battle here because it seems to be where it's very close at the moment.
It's starting to get really dark now.
Yep. Certain camera angles I'm seeing are definitely looking like rain, and that's definitely an interesting prospect.
I really wish we had an opportunity to check the radar ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not sure if Eddie's in the GTR 18 or if he's in the... oh, he's in the 13, okay, I'm just making sure. So yeah, the car... oh, looks like Dexpex has had an error out of the bus stop. So Charles now right on him. And as I said, Charles started second to last now. Up to 7th, could be 6th fairly shortly. And but tucks back in behind. Rotek has set the quickest lap of the race, so Rotek, I mean, coming for Marco, Comfy's sticking to him, he's not losing too much time. But now these two, maybe Comfy using Rotek's slipstream back onto Marco's pace somewhat. And Dexpex has managed to keep ahead of Charles. Topeka now defending from Noah Summer in the Mustang. And Ken coming up behind them. Shishiman has dropped off a bit, along with Ola, Redgrave and Rocketman bringing up the back of the field. Redgrave may be looking for a move on Ola fairly shortly. Comfy now dropping a bit behind Rotek, maybe losing the slipstream now. Vet not last, yeah. The Americans are pretty up the rear of the field at the moment, though, in their American cars.
But the Ford GT is trying to move on Luke, though.
Oh, let's have a look at that. As much as it's for last position, we want to see... oh, and oh my goodness.
Oh, minor contact.
It's going all a bit crazy at the back.
Luke's tires are really dead already.
Oh my god, Luke's tires are terrible. Wow.
And so is Euler's, to be honest. DLL car number 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the comparison between Shishiman and Ola, who are both on soft tires, that is insane, and Luke even worse. So, maybe lots of pit stops for these guys in the race. And then we'll compare it up to the front. Marco, he is a fair amount better.
I'm actually surprised that Audi Sport tires are in much better condition than Marco's.
That's true. Maybe Marco not quite saving the tires as much as he would want at this point. Charles, he might be able to make a move. Peachy sounds the exact same as Boonsley. There you go, Peachy. You've got a sound alike. Eddie's running low 17s on the mediums, which is probably quite a good pace. Deck specs maybe sticking behind Charles. Maybe using him for a bit of slipstream, a bit of fuel saving, a bit of tyre saving. And can we just take note of Charles's 7,300 miles in the Mercedes? I mean, that's outrageous. I don't know how he's done it. Everyone else is pretty much under 1,000. He's done 7,000. That's crazy.
Looks like FGR car has lost position to GTA.
Oh yeah. Good spot. Maybe the Merchant, yeah.
Oh, and DLL3 tires are also quite dead now.
Yeah. So maybe these cars... I did say the Mustang would not be good on tyres. But yeah, this is proving it. And I said the 4C would be good, and Shishi has been either saving like hell, or that car's just very good on tyres, but he's doing a very good job to keep them in good shape. Marco now sets the fastest lap of the race, 15.0. And why can't I see him on my screen? There he is. I had a briefer moment where I thought he crashed. Got scared for a second. Rotec has pulled away from Comfy, who's maybe struggling a bit more on his tyres. But his tyres are still better than Marco's. And Audi Sport now starting to close in on Comfy. So not the best start to the race for Comfy, but maybe he's warming up into it, getting himself into the rhythm, into the groove. And Eddie's still on the mediums. This is impressive, and his pace just getting quicker because that tyre wear's not so much, and the fuel's coming off, and he'll just get faster and faster throughout this stint. Now here we go. We'll watch this. Noah Summer in that Mustang should get this move done, I think, with that straight line speed that he's going to have. Maybe not. Is he saving? Is he... He must be saving. He should have got that move done. 35 spa 1 hours in the Merc.
Looks like something has happened with Luke. He has rear damage.
Yeah.
And he's 7 seconds behind now.
So we have our first damage, everybody. It's happened. Rear damage for Luke. Now in 14th, 7 seconds behind the car in front. That is a big shame. Bosworth seems happy about it.
But they're looking how well the medium drivers are doing at the moment. So I might actually try it out myself later.
I don't know. I think the soft is still going to be quicker. As much as the mediums are good, they are just slower by the looks of things. Oh, here we go. Audi Sport has caught to within a second of Comfy.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, wonderful.
But yeah, Audi Sport's front tires are in so much better shape than Confi's.
Yeah, that's true. Slightly worse on the rear tyres, but not a lot worse. Now, this is lap 8, and we're looking at most drivers have about half tyre wear. Some with slightly better, but overall, about half tyre wear. and that means that we're looking to get to lap 16 with a lot of the drivers, but some of them will be aiming for lap 17, as obviously the formation lap existed. So let's see how it goes. Comfy keeping ahead of Audi Sport for now, and the gap's starting to increase. We're going to watch this again. Oh no, this is a different battle now. Sorry. Ken now on Topeka, the FGR. See, I think this is why I think the mediums maybe not quite worth it. They don't really have the pace of the softs.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree, Bosworth. Let's all the teams team up so that Charles can't drive the Mercedes. Ken, he's overshot. Will he be able to keep it? He has. Topeka back up the inside. Ken drifting around the outside. Can he keep it? He can. Can he keep his nose in there? Oh, and round the outside, Topeka. Well done. Fair play. Nice defence. And now Noise Summit looking to make the move. Yeah, that's true. Actually, no one wants the Merc at Brands Hatch. You're right, Flipsy. Yeah, the Porsche might be the shout for that track. Let's see. Not necessarily the quickest, but one of the quicker ones, and it'll be good on tyres. Alpha, I'm actually with you, Vibes. I would take the Alpha for Brands Hatch, to be honest. I'm gonna keep an eye on this battle. Oh yeah, okay, Flipsy, you know what? I'll take that. If you take the Z4 or the M3, we'll take the other one. You know. maybe with the third car. This battle's spread out a little bit, but I think this might be a race-long battle between these three. They're very close together. Although I imagine when Topeka gets onto soft, if he gets onto soft, he'll pull away from the other two a little bit. And let's check out tyre wear quickly, as we've ended lap 9 now. Seems like Rotec, yeah, a little bit better than Marco on all tyres, and Comfy somewhere in the middle. Audi Sport's got good tyres. Suzuki VGT. I love the VW VGT, you know. It's just a funny car. There was a time at the beginning of this game when it was actually pretty quick, and it was quite fun to drive.
Confi made a mistake. Audi Sport is 0.3 seconds behind.
Yep. I'm spectating that now. Run Volkswagen for GTSRO, you think, Bosworth? Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I agree. It would be nice if it had a roof. Alright. We'll watch this battle. It looks like Audi Sport could be looking for a move. But both of these cars will be tricky to get through the bus stop. Activate team orders. Yeah, punt. Get them out of the race. It's time. Oh, what's happened? Comfy just pulled away a lot through the bus stop. Audi Sport maybe having to take a bit more of a conservative line through there. Comfy maybe saved himself a bit with that.
Yeah, the bus stop is quite slow with Porsche.
Yeah, but you would expect it to be the same with the McLaren though. But Audi Sport, he's had a good exit out of turn 1. This could be where he makes the move. We'll keep on board. In fact, we will go on board. On the oh, I didn't want to go there. Oh, chase cam's alright actually. We'll go on chase cam.
Audi Sport had to lift a bit.
Yeah, maybe in the dirt, yeah, but I think he's still going to get it. Holding him 5th. I'm going to check up on fuel after I've watched this, because I haven't had a look at fuel yet. And he's done it. There we go. Audi Sport takes third place ahead of Comfy. Need for Speed Eric's cam, exactly.
Comfy definitely saved fuel a bit.
Yeah.
Has quite a lot of more fuel than Rotec and Outsport.
Yeah. Comfy with the most fuel out of the top four. Audi Sport lacking a bit. Marco's fairly close to Comfy's amount. And then behind them, everyone fairly similar. Dexpex with a fair amount. As I said, the Jag is good on fuel. Can maybe losing a little bit compared to Dexpex. And FGR are good on fuel. Here we go, the Mustang. Yeah, definitely not very much fuel there. And not very much tyres either, oh my god. Just noticed that one. Shishi with the most fuel in the race, I think, in the 4C and the best tyres, so he's doing very good at saving. Maybe looking to come into his own a bit.
Luke is definitely not having a good time today. His lap times are 22s and tyres are pretty much dead now.
Luke is not having fun. Back to TV cam. Okay, alright. Sure, fine. I'm being called by a random number. I should have picked up. Someone spun, I missed it. Are you sure, Bosworth? Are you sure about that? I'll have a look anyway, although I do not believe you. Charles now right behind Eddie, though. And he's made that move look fairly easy. In not a very normal place, but Eddie may be going to look for a move on the straight. FGR. Did they actually spin? Oh, they have lost time. Okay, fine. Thank you, Bosworth. Yes, FGR have spun and are now behind Shishi Man. Luke jumping over the bollards. Yeah, okay, I apologise for missing that. Now Audi Sport pulling clear a little bit from Comfy. Did you also just get called by a random number? See, maybe it was the same one. Unlikely, but it could be.
Charles is definitely catching Comfy now. His last lap was almost 3 seconds quicker.
I mean, yeah, Comfy did have a terrible last lap in fairness, but yeah. Was it you, Bosworth? Oh, I should have picked up. Eddie gonna try and hang on to Charles, I guess. He should really be starting to get that pace a bit up with the mediums. But maybe the tyre wear is not great, to be fair. It's better than the others, but it's still not amazing. And, oh my god, the Mustang. That is outrageous. I mean, that's gonna have to pit in the next lap or so.
Yeah, these fronts are shredded.
Maybe Luke also has. Yeah, Luke as well.
Yeah. But surprisingly, DLL number 2 is also having terrible time on tyres.
Oh yeah, what car is that? The Mazda. Yeah, that's interesting. If we compare it to Marco definitely doing better. Not loads better, but better. As we are coming towards the half-hour mark. So, you're going to want to pit about half-hour if you're looking for a 5-stop. Where's Sebastian Vettel? Right here. I don't know why I've called Rotec Sebastian Vettel, but there you go. Comfy sticking with Audi Sport. Yeah, Audi Sport definitely not running away.
And Eddie is also staying with Charles, only 0.7 seconds behind still.
Oh yeah, so maybe these two both thinking the same. Keep in the slipstream, save your fuel, save your tyres, get some decent pace going. And yeah. This is the first half hour of a 24-hour race. You could say nothing's really happened, there's a lot more to come, but there's been some action. And we're definitely going to see it settle down a bit now, I think. Pace-wise, Marco and Rotec now are very similar. Marco
and
definitely with the worst tyres.
Charles.
Yep, that's also true, and Eddie as well, keeping with Charles. Yep. Ken has decent pace, 17.6 last lap, catching up to Dexpex.
Yeah,
oh, here we go, pit stops. Sorry.
Oh, who's coming? Okay.
We've got Neuer Sommer in the Mustang, hardly a surprise, and Ola in the Mazda, and Luke also in the Corvette with fully red tyres there.
So we can finally see how long the pit stops are.
We can. So Noah Sommer was 40 seconds, we'll say, behind the leader, and I'm going to see what happens coming out of the pits. See what the difference is. This is important info for everybody. It's something that we want to know. Redgrave would say he could do 16 laps. Yeah, that hasn't quite happened. We'll wait for it to update. We'll wait for Noah Sommer to cross a sector line or whatever it is. Here we go. 1:28. So what's that?
50 seconds.
50 seconds. With about a bit more than half a tank of fuel added. That's a long pit stop. That is a long pit stop. So this is why you want to reduce your pit time by saving tyres and saving fuel, if you can.
Oh, and DLL number 2 has got 2 pit cross penalties. Pit lane cross penalties.
Which one is
6
DLL?
seconds now.
It's the Mazda, isn't it? Here we go,
No,
yep.
P13, yeah.
How has he managed to get 2? Entry and exit,
idea.
I guess. That's quite impressive. Yeah, and this is a big penalty for crossing those lines, and it's fairly easy to do, to be honest.
And looks like, yeah, Luke got 1 too.
Yep, there we go.
Marco is going to lap him now.
Marco now coming to lap Luke Redgrave.
Just don't crash now.
And hopefully Luke lets him go, and he does. Nicely done. F. Many Fs in the chat. Oh, Charles is in now. So we got our first kind of front runner-ish car coming into the pits. Could have maybe stayed out longer based on that tyre wear.
Definitely a lap or maybe even 2 more.
There's no C, yeah, I don't know what's going on. It should be RRC doing this. I mean, why aren't you? Here we go. Here's Charles. I don't think he's taken as much fuel in this one as some of the others have, maybe. And here he goes. Out back onto the track.
Full tank.
Yeah, almost full tank. Okay, I was wrong. And where is he compared to everyone else? Holding it back for later. Yeah, okay. I'll hold you to that, Nushal. I'm expecting some clownery later on. And he's come out behind Rocket Man, who hasn't pitted yet.
And Charles also lost about 50 seconds, so you can say it's about 50 seconds lost per pit stop.
Yeah, with that amount of fuel, obviously. But yeah.
Yeah.
Looking up to the front, pace still is fairly equal between even the top 3 actually. Rian's now pulled out a good lap time there. Comfy dropping off a little bit, but not much, and Eddie as well. Charles obviously came into the pits, who was there.
Marco is coming in now.
Marco and Rotek both into the pits on lap 14. Will Audi Sport or Comfy follow them in? Audi Sport, yes. Comfy, no. Comfy continues. See, this is where I think it gets interesting. I think Comfy now is going to be looking for one stop less than the others. Despite Rotek actually having better tyre wear, Marco needed to pit there, I think.
Coming in.
Dexpex coming in as well. And Eddie also staying out on the mediums, which is not a surprise. So Eddie and Comfy will be able to do one less stop than the others, by the looks of things, based on this. So it's a big time gain. I mean, the other guys are going to have to work to catch them back up. And we'll see which strategy turns out better. Obviously, Marco and Rotek have had slightly superior pace compared to those two. And Audi Sport as well. Here we go, loads of pitters. And we'll see where they come out related with relation to Charles, who has had a bit of an undercut. And there we go. Oh, people coming out of the pits now, maybe? Yep, Marco is out. Rotek is out. Audi Sport now on the pit exit. Marco behind FGR. And Shishiman and Ken. And how far off the lead? 35 seconds off the lead. So that's basically what Marco's got to make up now. They will now do the same number of pit stops to the end. Obviously, Marco on better tyres. And that's basically what Marco's got to make up.
Luckily no penalties for anybody.
So Rotek's put in a fair amount more fuel than Marco, hence him losing a bit of time. Audi Sport as well. But I think Marco had more fuel coming into the pits as well, so that makes sense. There we go, Dexbeck's out behind Charles. Charles about 4 seconds behind Audi Sport, so I think that's somewhat similar to where he was before. He has less fuel though. And these guys will now chase the top 5, who seem to be on a slightly alternate strategy to the rest.
Eri is catching Confi rapidly now. Took over a second back on the back straight.
Okay. Comfy definitely looks like he's struggling on tyres.
And he didn't pit.
Yep.
Yep, Confi lost 2 seconds to slap.
Eddie with the mediums, obviously, probably not even struggling at all on his tyres. And able to catch now. So the mediums could be a legitimate strategy for this race. I think the softs are quicker. If you've got okay tyre management, the softs should be quicker. But the mediums do work somewhat.
Definitely.
These tyres are red. I don't know why the tyres are red. But Ken now coming into the pits. I'm going to watch along with this here because we've got Shishi, Topeka and a much faster Marco on fresh tyres catching them. Shishi and Topeka probably going to pit this lap on next. And Comfy and Eddie as well, most likely. Comfy with a 19.1 last lap. That's quite painful.
Rocketman came in, the first one on mediums. That's interesting actually.
Oh yeah, Rocketman in. On the mediums. We'll see if he goes to mediums again.
Okay.
I've just had a thought, which could be an interesting strategy, would be to do a initial stint on mediums and then run softs for the rest of the race, but shorter stints, because you managed to pull out Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, I was thinking about it too actually. Definitely going to try it out later.
So Pekka seems to have made an error here, so Marco now right behind. And be careful, Marco. Be patient. There's no need to rush. He's gone for the move. Not necessarily where you'd usually go for an overtake, but he does have a massive advantage on tyres, so it's not really a surprise he's done that. Telling Marco to be patient, yeah, it's unlikely to be heard, but I try my best.
Rocketman went on softs now.
Okay, so here we go. We're starting to see what might be happening.
Confi's coming in.
And Comfy in lap 16, end of lap 16, Comfy now comes in. We'll see where he comes out compared to the others. Eddie stays out for a bit longer.
He's catching Luke now.
Yeah. There we go. We'll see Comfy. Marco now behind Shishi. Shishi comes into the pits. So Pekka stays out. And Rotek drifting through the bus stop.
Charles is catching Audi Sport quite rapidly, to be honest.
Let's have a look at that. Yep, Audi Sport 16.1, Charles 15.8. Yeah, Charles on very good pace with that. That's a 50 there. That's a quick lap time. Comfy now coming out the pits. I imagine he'll be behind all of these guys thanks to the undercut. He might be ahead of Charles, and he'll probably be behind Charles, to be honest. And there goes Audi Sport up the hill. Where's Charles? Here he is. This will be close.
That's definitely ahead.
Oh yeah, you're right. Charles fairly comfortably in front. Comfy now with fresher tyres and with one less stop to do. But, okay, he's 48 seconds behind Eddie. He's 25 behind Marco already. So Marco's made up half of that pit stop already at this point.
She's coming out now. Should be comfortably ahead of the experts.
Yep, and is. So Eddie leads on mediums, here we go. We waited to see this.
But Eddie should beat very soon. His fuel is almost out now.
That's true. Topeka also out on medium still, hasn't pitted. And Rotek.
Yeah, the base difference on mediums versus salts is quite huge.
Yeah. And Luke letting Eddie by in his own way by spinning out of turn 1. Marco's lap time, let's have a look at this. We'll monitor Marco and Rotek. Marco 15.7, he could be going quicker than that. Topeka does a 18.8 on those worn tyres. Rotek should be 15.4, there we go. So Rotek catching Marco. Marco's going to need to pick up the pace in order to keep his lead.
Struggling.
Audi Sport 15.7, not a bad lap time. Charles does a 15.8 and Comfy was on his out lap, so we won't be able to see what he does.
Oh, Rocketman has spun.
Rocketman has spun, did you say?
Yes.
Yep. Rocketman's lost some time. Now only 30 seconds ahead of Redgrave. We could still see him. Oh no, Luke's got damage.
Oh, holy.
That was probably from when he spun out of turn 1.
Oh, Marco spun.
Marco has spun, no damage. He continues. There's Topeka. Not a bad spin there. He's going to have some worn tyres from that. But he continues. He's still in his net lead. He's lost about 4 seconds from that one. Not ideal, but it's okay. I'll try and explain this to you. Basically, if you stream from your PC, you can use OBS and you can have cool things like sound alerts. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm not able to stream from my PC, so this is straight from the PlayStation, where basically you just get a basic stream with some commentary. Unfortunately, I can't really do much more. OBS is just a software, it's just a program that you can use.
Eddie's coming in now.
Yep, no fuel for Eddie and he comes into the pits.
Topeka is probably coming into his fuel is almost out too.
Yep. Yep.
And Rotek is catching him very rapidly now.
So Rotek now in a very good position. He's about 3 seconds off Marco once Topeka pits. So this is the battle for the lead. Comfy also in it with the one less pit stop that he's got to do, but he's a little bit of a way behind now. And yeah, Topeka pits.
It's interesting to see what Comfy's lap time is.
Yeah, let's have a look at Comfy. Should be good lap time. He'll be trying to save a bit. There we go, 15.9, not bad. He's improved. That's his personal best.
Did 15.5.
Charles did a 15.5. Yep. So Charles, yeah, going quick. Oh, I got the hiccups.
This sport 15.6. So all three are doing quite similar laps now.
Marco takes over the lead again. But they're all catching him at the moment. He's got to pick up the pace.
Eddie's coming up and P6 should be at the moment.
So what size did Eddie go? Eddie's gone on to mediums again. And who was the other one? Topeka. Let's see why can't I go on to Topeka? Well, that's annoying. Let's see if I can go the other way.
Out now.
Here we go.
And also mediums.
Mediums as well, yeah. Oh. Eddie has Noise Summer right behind, so I'll have to watch out for that. Let's see. What's the pace like up front? Marco, he's a 10th off his best. Rotek on a PB. Audi Sport starting to catch.
Yeah, it looks like top 5 is all doing similar lap times at the moment.
Yeah, so this is what we're looking at. Eddie may be also part of this top group. And obviously Comfy and Eddie on an alternate strategy with one pit stop less, so they do have an advantage here. Technically in a net lead at the moment, but they'll probably be running slower lap times towards the end of their stints. And Marco, here we go. He's picked it up, he's worked out what he's doing.
And 15.5 for Rotek. 15.6 for Audi.
There we go, and then Comfy 16.1, a little bit off. Oh, was that Charles? That was Charles, sorry. Comfy also a 16.1. And Eddie on an outlap, so that won't be a representative time. Let's have a look further back. I haven't had a look back here.
Oh, Ken has got damage.
Where is Ken? Where is Ken?
P8.
Here he is. Ah. Yeah, that's fairly nasty and not a really good time in the race. You don't want damage at the start of a stint. Yeah, that must have been on that lap. He's lost some time there. Somewhere in the first sector by the looks of things. He lost 3 seconds in the first sector. Maybe out of turn 1. He's had a spin. Yeah, Topeka. He'll be looking to make his way back. He's had a fairly eventful start to the race, but his pace has been good overall, so he should be able to make his way back forwards a bit. Back here, it's a tale of a lot of these guys at the back. But there's always time. It's a 24-hour race after all. We're 46 minutes in, so a lot can happen still. And really what happens at the moment doesn't matter. So it's nice.
They expect the first fresh lap on mediums and 2 minute 18s.
He's the one with damage, isn't he? Oh no, Ken's with damage. No. Deck Specs is... Yeah. So Deck Specs, yeah. And Rocket Man with his first proper lap on softs has done a 17.7, so his pace is actually fairly good. And Marco's done a 14, the first 14 we've seen. 14.8 from Marco.
Personal best for Rotek, 15.2.
Yeah, so these two... Audi Sport's done a 15.4, he's keeping in it. Didn't he start? He did start in P4. You're right, Flips. Yeah, I forgot about that. I think he's had a couple of moments. Comfy on a 15.5. Yeah, so these top 5 all on good pace. Eddie will be a bit slower on the mediums, but he should come back towards the end of the stint while they all wear out their tyres. Charles obviously pit first. Interestingly, last stint Rotek had much better tyre wear than Marco, but they're fairly even on this stint.
16.9 for Reddy.
That's pretty good pace on the mediums, to be honest. With an almost full tank as well, so... Oh, he's a last minute reserve, is he? No, sure. Okay, that makes sense. He won't have had much practice then. Alright. I'm going to have a brief moment to go to the toilet. Peachy, I will leave you on... Is there anyone close on track? These are the closest ones. Eddie, oh no. I'll leave you on Comfy. You can watch Comfy for a bit. Stream, enjoy. I'm just going to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a moment.
Looks like Marco is catching up on some lap traffic now. Oh, and yeah, it's Luke. Hopefully there won't be any problems in overtaking him.
Alright, I'm back.
Minor contact with Marco and Luke.
Let's have a look.
Into first corner.
No damage for Marco, but he's lost time. Luke already had damage. But maybe that has cost Marco some time, whatever happened. We've hit 41 viewers. That's got to be some kind of a record. It's all a bit spread out at the moment. There's not too much going on. I'll keep looking at the lap times, fuel, tyres. That's what's important. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Luke he's spun and he's hit Rotec. No damage for either. He's basically
definitely going to be some penalties for Luke after this stint.
He's basically equaled out what he did to Marco. So I don't know. Maybe that was a good thing to do, but yeah.
Yeah, team perspective, yes,
okay.
but
for us it's good. But
yeah, but overall not quite a nice thing to do.
RX3 doing some stabilization tactics at the moment, by the looks of things. We watched it on stream. It wasn't deliberate, but that is unfortunate. Luckily, no damage to either car. So yeah,
He took another half second off of Charles this lap.
I think Luke is struggling at the moment. Yeah, Comfy now catching Charles.
Also, Eddie's doing quite decent lap times. He did his personal best last lap, 16.4.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So it looks like medium tires work quite well for him.
Yeah, it does work. It's a valid strategy by the looks of things. Although I do feel like Eddie could have just done better on soft. His pace is usually very, very good. He is. He's driving very well, Flipsy. This is where I want to watch, because I think Comfy on Charles.
Spot is catching Luke now.
Here we go. Round 3 for Luke. Will he avoid Audi Sport?
Hopefully Luke learned something from his mistakes.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll just let him go on the straight.
Oh man.
For Rouge. 2 RX cars once again. The Corvette definitely out of place compared to the other 2. Here we go, and Luke lets him go. There we go. Nicely done. As long as Luke doesn't overshoot. Yeah, there we go. That's how it should be done. Comfy's dropped off a bit from Charles, so maybe he's had a mistake at the beginning of this lap. Further behind. Not much action going on. Luke's tyres are almost gone again, so he might have to pit soon. The top 3 fairly stable. Charles as well. Keeping in it. Luke, go. Thank you, Bosworth.
Looks like Rotec has lost some time previous lap. His last lap was 18.1.
Yeah, that was Luke.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But other than that, Eddie's doing really well. Actually, he's quicker than Audi Sport at the moment.
Yeah, 16.4. Audi Sport on a 16.5 last lap. Maybe a bit of an off lap though. Looking at tyres, Rotec and Marco very equal. Rotec with ever so slightly more fuel. Cutting that first apex of the bus stop, oh my god. Although I think that's how you're supposed to do it in MR cars. Can I check summer? Yes, I can. Let's have a look. Oh my god. That Mustang is not good on the tyres, holy.
Very good lap for Confi. Only a second behind Charles now, but Luke is between them.
Yeah, I don't know how someone does it. Comfy now past Luke on turn 1. Yeah, Comfy with a 16.0, Charles with a 16.6. Audi Sport back into the 15s, 15.9. Rotec did a 15.7 and Marco with a 15.4.
Yeah, they did 16 last time.
Driving the Mustang in the yeah, the Mustang is not a good car on tires or fuel, I think.
Mustang pitted now.
But the extra, I can't say your name. I'm trying my best, but driving that car in the midnight will not be fun, I imagine. So I do feel for you there. I like watching Shishi Man's race. He's having a very like consistent, solid race. He's saving the tires. He's saving the fuel. Well, I'm gonna save the replay after this, Zen, so we can grab some of that. Comfy now 1.2 behind Charles. He was 1 second, wasn't it? So he's dropped a bit. Okay.
And
Gaps at the front.
She's going to overtake Ken very soon now.
Let's have a look at that. Here we go. Yes, we got an on-track battle. This is what I was waiting for. I do like having all of the cars in one class. It's better than Monza, where we had not too many of each class, and it was a bit... We blame PD, though. We need more cars in the lobby. That was the main thing I wanted for GT7, and guess what? We did not get it. You can see Shishi. He's using high gears. He's being very careful on his throttle and brake pedals. It's cool to watch. It's something you can do in the Alpha as well, because it's very good at getting rotation, so you don't necessarily have to, you know, downshift quickly or brake hard in order to rotate the car into... Whereas something like the Mustang is pretty tricky to get it rotated without using up your tyres. Is Ken letting him go? I think Ken's...
Like so, yes.
That was a bit messy. Oh, he was trying to go in the pits. Yeah, that was unfortunate timing there. And was Ken's tyres? They weren't even bad. Oh, he had damage. Yeah, we knew about that, I think. Here he is. He's into the pits. Ken.
It's a bit surprising that he waited for so long.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Maybe should have tried to go for 2 or 3 more laps.
Rotec and Marco on very similar lap times. Audi Sport not too far off, and Charles keeping with him. But Charles has done a good race to come from... He was pretty much right at the back. He's now 4th. He's running in the top group. Yeah, you're not wrong. Maybe they should run the mediums on the Mustang, to be fair. It might be the way to go. Save some pit stops. You want to see someone run hard, Bosworth? Tell Luke to do it. He might as well.
Ken is coming out to pitch now.
Let's have a look. I can't select Ken. Here we go.
Almost full tank and softs.
Yeah. Nicely done. They expect with a half a second penalty. Not sure where that could be from.
Looks like Tony pitted too. I mean, Luke pitted.
Yeah.
Got the 3-second penalty.
At least he's got some fresh tyres on now. Come on, Luke. Give us a 16. I'd love to see it. Marco gains 2/10 on Rotec that lap. Audi Sport dropping off a little bit, along with Charles and Comfy. Interesting, Audi Sport holding it in 5th down the straight. Is that what you're supposed to do, Peachy? Do you do that as well?
No, I usually go to 6th gear,
Okay.
but it might be because of the high wind.
Oh, that's true, actually. I forgot about the wind. We seem to have avoided rain. It was looking cloudy at the beginning of the stint, but we've got some very nice blue skies at the moment. So, for now, we have avoided rain by the looks of things. Although I will not be surprised if we see some rain later on. And Comfy now, very close up behind Charles. The McLaren seems to be performing very well. I didn't know it was such a good car. Or maybe it's just the drivers. Who knows? But it's performing well for Comfy and Rotec.
I'm actually very surprised that Audi Sports Porsche's tires are about the same as Marco's and better than Rotec's.
Yeah. Yeah. We are looking at low fuel for a lot of these guys. Rotec and Marco have enough fuel, but Charles and Audi Sport looking like they're going to need to pit fairly shortly. As Rotec his pace has dropped off a bit on that lap. Mate, you're a DLL driver and you don't know what it stands for. I know what it stands for. I can't pronounce it, but I know what it stands for. Oh, Charles into the pits.
Interesting, maybe trying to undercut Audi Sport.
Yeah, it could be undercutting. He did pit first as well, actually, in the first stint. So
okay, then it's about right.
Isn't DLL some weird combination of German words that are quite long? Oh, the real name we'll never know, right? Okay, cool. It's a mystery to us all. To be fair, Arix is literally just a random word. It means nothing. The Last Legends, huh? The doesn't start with a D, though. Oh, cock. What a team that was, right?
Yeah, that team was something else.
I still miss the colours, though.
Yeah, the colours.
If only we could go
amazing.
back to the pink and blue.
I really like that your helmet still uses those colors.
Yeah, because it was my colours originally. So it was my colours for my Twitch channel, so I was like, oh, let's use it for the team as well. So I figured I might as well keep it.
Rotec dropping a lot more time to Marco now. 0.6 seconds.
Audi Sport into the pits. The IR Binks. Mate. That was actually my Instagram name for a long time, was IR Binks. Wait, Shishi
left. That's terrible.
Disconnects is like the worst thing. Like, it's so painful, and I feel bad for anyone who has to go through that, because Shishi was doing such a good race as well. You want to do a Q&A, Bosworth? You can do a Q&A if you want. Ask me anything. Yeah. That's pain. Oh, wait, okay. What's your favourite Group 3 car? Peachy, what's your favourite Group 3 car?
That's a good question. I think my original favourite was the Atenza, and I still stand by it. I really love that car, but it sucks that it sucks on BOP now.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been a bit ruined. Are you asking me now? My favourite FR? Are you, what is that? FR cars, shit. Oh, she's back as well. Oh, that's just sad. Why would you ask me about only FRs? I don't know. Maybe, none of them, is it? I like the Mazda. Yeah, I like the Mazda. I'll give you that.
Charles is a bit stuck behind the FGR car now.
Yeah, having a look at that now. Oh, Marco's into the pits. Doesn't really need spectating.
Rodek is also coming in.
Peachy, what's your favourite GT7 track?
Oof. Good question. Probably Laguna Seca, I think.
Well, that's a good shout. That is a good shout. Rotex into the pits as well. The best way to consume hardened cement. I would say you got to soften it first, and then just put it up your nose. Seems like the way to do it to me. Or maybe somehow like turn it into a powder. What do we think of Zen's thighs? This Q&A has changed in theme quite a lot.
Right, Marco is coming out now.
Okay, let's have a look at that.
So is Rodek.
So we've got a race to spectate. We'll stop the Q&A now.
Marco back on softs. And also Rodek.
Okay, Marco is 30 seconds off the lead. He's 8 seconds behind Eddie. And Rotek still 8 seconds behind Marco. Marco with slightly more fuel this time. So last time Rotek had more fuel, but Marco with more fuel this time. Everybody vote for your favourite livery of the day and vote for Arix because it's the best ones. Yeah. But yeah, Flipsy has put a link in the chat, so if you want to vote, go vote.
There is a battle between Charles and Topeka now.
And Charles, up the inside, nicely done. Fresher tyres, softer tyres. Look like fairly easy that. Alright, I'll run you through the livery so you can vote. Rocketman is pitting it this time. So here we go. We got Comfy in the McLaren. I really like this livery. If I won't vote for Arix because it's a bit unfair, but I will vote for this livery. This is my favourite one, apart from the Arix ones. Eddie.
Where is... Oh yeah, that's a really good livery.
We've got Marco in the Arix car, which, there it is. Made by Peachy. So our designer right here. Rotate, I like this one as well. All the McLarens look good, to be fair. A green, black and white KWE car. Second Arix car. A similar livery. I think I prefer it on the Mazda though. But it does look good on the Porsche.
I'd like
as well.
Porsche once more.
Maybe we're both biased.
Might be.
You got Charles, the classic DLL livery. Always looks good. I think it's a bit of an evolution. It does look better each race, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And this car, the FGR car, looks nice as well.
I think my vote would go to FGR. I really like this livery.
Here we go, the Mustang. I don't know, I prefer the dark green of the other DLL cars, but it's a nice little switch up. It does look good still. The blue and the white GTA car.
I like the simplicity of it.
Yeah. A bit too many logos in my opinion, but it still does look quite nice. The RRC Jag. All the RRC liveries do look good. I like red and black. It's a good colour combination.
Definitely.
And then the third RRC car in the race, the Ford GT, it looks good. I think it's a nicer looking car than the other one. If a bit, yeah, it's good. And here we go. This is the one that a few people have been talking about in chat. Once I get a good angle on it, the DLL Mazda, similar to the Merc, but maybe on a arguably prettier car, you could say. Looking very nice. And finally, here we go. Luke's livery made by himself. That's what he's really good at. And yeah, slightly a different theme to the other Arix liveries, but it's looking nice. And we're back from our livery, and somebody was pitting, weren't they? Deck Specs pitting. No damage. So just pitting for tyres and fuel, I guess.
Confi is also going to pit in like 1 or 2 laps probably.
Oh yeah. The green and pink Peugeot. Just you and Rico, yes. I don't want to drive a Peugeot. We can bring it back. Comfy, yeah. Looking like he's going to need to pit fairly shortly. What's his pace like? He is slower than Eddie now, so now that the tyres have started to wear for Comfy, Eddie picking up the pace, and Marco now catching fairly rapidly.
Very good lap for Charles, a second quicker than Audi Sport.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 15-1, that's very quick from Charles. Oh, Nerve GP is a wet grace, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Yeah, the Ferrari and the Porsche is not going to be good for us.
It's going to be fun.
Brands Hatch is the next Group 3 race, isn't it? It could actually be alright for Brands Hatch, to be fair. That's true. I'll jump in the Ferrari for Nerve GP. Might as well. I won't be fast in it, but I'll try it. We need another MR person in Arix, because I'm holding it down. I think Vibes quite likes the MR cars as well, and Ben does too, but he's washed at the moment. Yeah. So something to keep an eye on. It's Comfy pits now, but Marco was 30 seconds behind Comfy when he came out the pits, now 24.8, so that's where the gain comes from. Well, Comfy's on his worn tyres and Marco's on fresher ones. And that's what we'll be seeing. Yeah, Bosworth, it's how we do, man. I think Comfy did the same for RRC, to be fair. Made them all drive the Ferrari. And we need more people in Arix overall. Yeah, maybe. We've got a fairly good lineup at the moment, I'd say. Shame some of our drivers are It's okay. Yeah, so the poll for the liveries is also in Discord, guys, if you want to check that out. Marco
should
now.
catch 80 by the end of the lap now.
Yeah, Marco's done another PB purple lap time, 14.8 again, so not much of an improvement, but he has done a purple lap time there. Eddie with very worn mediums.
Confi exited the pit now and is a bit over 5 seconds behind Charles.
Yep, that's a good spot. So Pekka's made his way back into the top 7. Yeah, for reals then. We do need our drivers back. At the moment we're a little bit washed up. We've only got Marco and Crow as our proper aliens at the moment. Oh, Marco's very wide. Let's keep an eye on him. He's okay. He might get a penalty for that, though. Did Rico not want to join Zen? Is that what happened?
Yep, Marco got the penalty.
Or did she just reject the GTSRL thing? Digital Endurance Series is commenting now. I don't really know what to commentate on at the moment. Eddie hasn't pitted. Marco's going to have to overtake and then pull a gap because he's got that penalty.
I wonder if Eddie's just going to let him go.
Could do. I mean, it might benefit both of them, to be fair. I think it should be a fairly easy overtake on the straight, though. Look how close he is. Continuation of the Q&A, alright.
Catching Rocketman.
The Q&A's back, everybody. Okay, fair enough, I guess. No Rico and Arik, sad times. You know what, Bosworth, that is an invalid question and will not be answered. You get one, like, penalty point for asking that question now. 3 strikes and you're out. You'll get banned. Thoughts on Fuji?
I like the old 90s layout more, but the current one is quite decent, but only like for Group 2 cars.
Alright. My thoughts on Fuji, I do not enjoy. I
like the first sector.
I actually agree. First sector, second sector, great. Last sector, terrible.
Yeah, all that twisty shit is a bit bullshit in my opinion.
Yeah. Thoughts on Bosworth's thighs. Better than Zen's. There you go, you have my opinion. Who would make a true Brexit geezer? So not an Arix person who would make a true Brexit geezer. Given that everyone else at DES is not from the UK. Shishi Man, he's from the UK. I have to go for Shishi Man. Marco serves his penalty. I don't know, this has really just become a stupid stream, but it's fine. It has devolved somewhat, but I'm trying to refocus on the races.
I'm not sure if I saw correctly, but Audisport had purple second sector.
Let's have I mean, I don't really know how to check it.
You can't anymore, but...
Do I believe I'll win GTSRL EU? I think I've got a good chance.
It sucks that you got kicked out of NA.
I know, it's so sad. Although I'm kind of glad because it does save my sleep schedule somewhat.
Yeah. Thankfully it wouldn't be that bad for you as it would be for me.
Yeah, for you it's terrible.
If the races are like 4 in the morning, so...
Yeah.
Not very ideal.
For me it would just be 2 AM, which is not so bad, but it's not great. Peachy, do you like fish and chips? Bosworth has asked.
Yeah, I think it's alright.
There you go.
I haven't had like proper British version of it, but only like local renders of it.
I'll tell you, the proper British version is shit. Everyone says it's good, but it's not. It's terrible.
Quanf is making very carefully that first lap. 16-4.
Yeah. Nah, Bosworth fish and chips is not the one, I can't lie. Is it initial? Let's go. I'll go to the Netherlands and I'll try it. I do want to go there anyway, so there we go. Favorite meal? I'd say there's 2. No, there's not. I like a roast beef with just like everything. Everything that can be added to a roast beef. Yorkshire puddings, everything. Not hardened cement. Softened cement, maybe.
Looks like Eddie is going to beat the neck now. His fuel is almost running out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's almost out of fuel. His tyres are worn. We'll see what he comes out with respect to Comfy, because they're the ones on kind of the same strategy, although Eddie obviously running mediums for it. Question for both, do you think we'll ever find out Zen's name?
Probably not.
I'm gonna go with no, unless he gets iRacing.
Another very good lap from Marco. 14.7.
He's gone quicker. It's catching Rocket Man now. Hopefully it's clean.
To be fair, Rotek the personal best to 15.0.
Yeah, it's very close between the two of them. Marco maybe slightly with the edge, but they're very close. Marco flashing Rocket Man. Rocket Man not letting him go.
Both lost a second to Charles.
So this is where blue flags are being ignored a bit. They've both gone wide. Marco's slightly less wide. This is horrible.
Oh. I can already hear how pissed he is at the moment.
And Rocket Man finally letting Marco go. Yeah, that wasn't great from either. Okay, well, we survived without damage at least. Marco will have definitely lost time though. He's lost about a second to Rotek, almost 2 seconds. Yeah. But this is how it goes really with the lapping and such.
Yeah.
As we saw as a perfect example, it usually equals out with our perfect example was Luke ruining Marco and then ruining Rotek as well.
That was very interesting to watch.
And I think Rotek will be catching Eddie now. Eddie pits. There we go. Finally into the pits, lap 35.
Mustang is coming out of pits now.
Yeah. We're starting to get close to the halfway mark. I can't believe how long these races are. Yeah, Zen, I can't lie, Sikkim's got some weird sleep schedule. I don't know if he'll be awake in time for it. You may need to double stint, mate. I don't know if you're willing, let's see.
I wonder if Eddie's going on mediums again.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see. Let's have a look. Here he is, coming out of the pits. What's he got? We'll wait for it to update. Mediums again, mediums. Full fuel.
And full tank. So probably trying to extend to Stint a bit.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea, Zan. The Hex might be able to do it, to be fair.
Lost exactly a minute to Marco.
Yeah, Marco's made up some of that time he lost to Rotek, but he's now caught up to the Mustang. Let's see if this is a bit more of a nicer lapping. I would love to see Zen double stint. I'll be very impressed. 6 hours on the go would be pretty insane. But yeah, for context, everyone else, we got our Stint 2 driver, and the Corvette isn't going to be able to drive most likely, so hence us trying to find I mean, advise Luke on getting out of the pits without a penalty. I mean, it's a last minute thing, not sure, to be honest. Wait, Zen is Augie, he can speak to himself. But yeah, it's I'm pretty sure they allow if it's like a last minute pull out.
So Vega is coming in now.
Yep. Pekka into the pits. So, I'm trying to think. This is such a long race. I'm scared of doing my stints now. When are you running 5? We're both running 5 and 7, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
And the terrible sleep schedule that we're going to have.
Probably going to sleep early today.
Yeah, I guess it kind of works a bit better for you.
Yeah. It's like 5 in the morning, so not too bad.
I also have offered to stream Stint 3, so now I basically just am awake the whole time. I'll try sleep in Stint 6 though, maybe.
Yeah, I think I did something similar during the last year's Nürburgring 24 hours.
Oh yeah, what a race that was. Isn't it a box-to-box change? What does that mean? I'm confused. Melting King Sam, please elaborate. I don't understand what you're asking. Lap times. Rotec gained a bit on Marco last lap. RD Sport's still running third. Charles fairly close behind, with a bit worse tyres though.
Yeah, and bit slowed laps too.
And Comfy keeping in it. Eddie's dropped off a bit now from this top group. This is a good race, to be honest. I'm impressed that there are a lot of guys on similar pace.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, let's see how this spot is lapping P11 now.
Yep.
Nothing dramatic, thankfully.
And a purple first sector, probably thanks to some good slipstream there. And Bosworth, if you're still here, you want to resume the Q&A. Let's look further back. You need to think of more questions, alright. Just shoot when you know any. Oh, we've got some fairly close racing. We've got Rocket Man being lapsed now by Rotec. Yeah, anyone in chat, questions, we'll answer them. GT7 related or not, race related or not, don't really care. Something to fill the time. We've got Noah Summer, who looks like he's pitted. Luke not having the race that he wants.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see him doing not so well this time.
Yeah. Alright, Bosworth's asked for both of us. What is your most disliked Group 3 car? And then after that, Vibes has asked what's the meaning of life. So we'll answer Bosworth first. What do you think, Peachy? Least liked, most disliked?
To be honest, I can't even think about a Group 3 car that I really don't like. probably maybe Huracan because I just
No.
don't know how to drive. I don't know how to drive it. I mean, that one license test or was it circuit experience
Oh,
that was
on
at Huracan?
Catalonia.
Yeah. It felt terrible, but actually you helped me out with it, so after that I did quite well. So,
Oh, really? Well, yeah, the
yeah,
Hurricane's probably my favourite one, so it makes sense. I would say, what, most disliked? Don't say that, initial. The Hurricane and the R8 are the best two cars. Those are my two favourites. Don't do this to me. There are some terrible Group 3 cars. I can't think of them off the top of my head.
I mean, there aren't like terrible Group 3 cars in general.
Yeah, I suppose there aren't any that I like really hate. But yeah. There are some that I definitely don't like as much as the others. And what is the meaning of life? Care to answer, Peachy, what is the meaning of life?
I suppose the obvious answer would be 42, but...
My racing number, mate. Yeah. Okay, Zen answering questions, that's good. Rotec has lost a bit of time up the front. Ken is pitting. Yeah.
Oh, Rocketman is fighting the DLL car.
Oh, let's have a look at that. Where's Rocketman?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Damn it.
That's so unfortunate.
Zen, I don't know what you're on about, mate. Throw bricks at random homeless people. That's outrageous. I'm shocked that it's been an hour and a half and there's 8 seconds between the top two. Oh, Charles is pitting. Nah, he wouldn't stick out that much, to be honest.
That's odd.
Is that odd? No
Kinda
damage.
early.
He has been early every time so far.
Yeah, but I expect like maybe 1 or 2 more laps. Especially considering the fuel.
No. To be honest, you wouldn't stick out that much then. Okay, Charles, let's see where he comes out. Nice fresh
Rotic
tires.
is definitely not having good time anymore.
Oh, really?
And lost 2 seconds in last 2 laps to Mako.
Yeah. Rotec fairly low on fuel. The Mazda definitely saving more than the McLaren, which is maybe an advantage there. Peachy, have you been to the UK? If so, where? And if you haven't, where would you like to visit if you had to?
No, I haven't been to the UK, but if I was... good question. I mean, London is the obvious answer, because that's the only flight connection from Tallinn.
Oh, is it
to
really?
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, that
But
makes
yeah, I
sense.
would definitely like to visit sometime.
Oh. Audi Sport now pitting.
So apparently Charles just overfueled himself.
Okay. Favorite holiday destination for me? No, Charles overfueled Nishal, not full of himself. Bosworth. Well, I'm half Sri Lankan, so it would be Sri Lanka. That's my favourite.
It's interesting to see now how far ahead out the spot is from Charles. It was,
Yeah,
how was it, like 6 or 7 seconds before the pits, right?
something like that. And you said Charles put too much fuel, so. And Audi Sport put loads of fuel actually, but he's still ahead, just not by much.
Audi Sport put a lot more fuel than Charles did.
Is he ahead? Yeah, he is ahead. It's very close though. Charles might have the overspeed on the straight.
Yeah, Charles is going for it.
Audi Sport defends to the inside. Charles, with so much extra speed, just round the outside. And there we go.
Very interesting.
So it looks like to me we've got these two, Marco and Rotek, on a same strategy pretty much, as Rotek actually pits now, maybe disproving my theory. Comfy and Eddie are on similar strategies, and Charles and Audi Sport seem to be fairly close as well. Man. Let's see where Rotek comes out with respect to the others. He might be close with Eddie. Let's see. Peachy, you're a football fan, says Bosworth.
Yeah. I do watch a lot of football, especially the Premier League.
Alright. I guess we're gonna have have some football questions coming in now.
The real football, not handdiagnosal.
What teammate do you support? What's that supposed to mean? Let's have a check up on Charles. Just want to check up on his mileage on the car. He's getting close to 7.5k. You meant team. What team do you support, Peachy?
Chelsea.
Chelsea? My flatmate supports Chelsea. I know it's not going well at the moment for them, though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough patch at the moment.
Anyway, here's FGR. Kickback, there you go. 7th place. It's hard to monitor what every car's doing strategy-wise, so I'm not entirely sure, but I'm trying to keep my eye on it. I know what the top 6 is doing, pretty much. Rotek came out ahead of Eddie behind Comfy. You're a welcome, Kickback. So, Marco now pits, lap 42. And the meaning of life. Who's your favourite player, Peaches?
Well, my all-time favorite player is probably the ex-Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech. He's definitely one of my idols, but yeah.
There you go. Don't know who it is, but there you go, Bosworth. You might know who it is. Actually, I should put my controller on charge.
The Sport and Charles are lapping Rocketman.
For both Messi or Ronaldo. Hang on, let's have a look at that first. Oh, they've done it already.
Yeah.
I'll let you answer, Peachy, because I don't have an opinion, but Messi or Ronaldo?
I really don't care about neither of them, to be honest.
Okay, cool. There we go. Here's Marco out of the pits. He is ahead of Rotek fairly comfortably, behind Comfy, who takes over the lead, as he has done after the others have pit every time. And the gap slowly coming down. Yep.
Oh, this boat is still sticking to Charles.
Is it? There we go, yeah. So this is maybe Audi Sport's opportunity to use Charles. They've had similar pace. Use Charles, save tyres, save fuel, and then jump him in the next stop. Or he could just go for the move.
It's interesting that Audi Sport doesn't use the 6th gear.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's probably faster, but it's definitely burning up a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
I remember you never rev the Audi you never take the Audi to 6th gear on that straight, so I guess the Porsches may be similar.
Confi is catching Luke now.
Oh, that's something we want to watch. Here we go. What will Luke do this time? He's made his way up to 13th place after Shishi's disconnect. Let's see what happens. And Luke letting him go by the looks of things. Oh, maybe not. Will he just go deep into turn 1? No. Has Rocketman pitted or is he continuing with damage? Let's have a look. He's pitted. He has pitted.
And yeah, Luke let Confi go without any problems.
Nice. Love to see it. Next up, Marco. And then Rotek. And they've all had some fun with Luke. See, I think that Comfy's strategy is working. As much as, like, because he hasn't had as good pace as the others, but he is net leader despite that.
And the first stint on mediums, right?
No, he did softs.
Oh, okay, all sorts.
Yeah. I think it was just Eddie and Topeka and Rocketman, I believe, who were on mediums. But yeah, Comfy's strategy working, so the force stop might be the better way to go. We are only just over halfway, so there's still a lot to play out. Yeah, Charles dropping Audi Sport a little bit, but not by much. Yeah, this has been a good stint. I've enjoyed it, although I do need to now go to the toilet again, so you can watch this battle for a little bit.
Looks like nothing interesting is happening other than fight for B5. Confi just finished another lap with 17.5. Marco is about to cross the line now. And 15.5, so 2 seconds closer this lap, and the gap is only 14 seconds now. Meanwhile, Rotek is about half second slow to Marco. And they're starting to lose a bit of pace now, doing 16.9.
Alright, I'm back. Has anything happened?
No, nothing really.
Ah, what a shame.
Audi Sport lost half seconds to Charles, but other than that, nothing really interesting is happening.
You love to see it.
Confi lost 2 seconds to Marco.
Yeah, Comfy losing time now, as expected with the tyres as worn as they are. Audi Sport back to about a second behind Charles. Who's got the better tyre wear? Audi Sport with better tyres and more fuel, so maybe looking forwards to maybe overtake soon.
To be fair, Charles did beat the lap earlier.
Yep. And this is I'm sort of being reminded this is a 24-hour race. This is a long race.
Yeah, we're only a bit more than halfway through the first stint, and
Deck specs for a second. Yep, of course. Yeah, I apologise. There's a lot of big gaps down the back of the field, hence why I'm not spectating them so much. But if you do want me to look at a driver, then just do say it in chat, and I'll switch over for a bit. Deck specs did a good lap last lap, 17.1. He's got nice fresh tyres. Looks like he's pitted a couple of laps ago, so he could catch up to Rocket Man.
Rotek and Marco run same pace now again.
Yep, looks like it.
About 2 seconds quicker than Confi.
Yeah, the gap now only 11 seconds to Comfy. And this is where Comfy loses time, to be fair, is when they're on fresh tyres and he's on the worn tyres. And that will become longer and longer amounts of time as the race goes on.
The final 10 laps will be quite interesting between 3 of them.
Yeah, I have a feeling Comfy might be just a little way behind these two, but he'll definitely be battling with Charles and Audi Sport, I think, or maybe a bit ahead. He could drop into the gap in between.
It looks like he's definitely in a better place than if he had gone with 5-stop strategy.
Yeah, I think so. So what lap are we on now? We're on 46. Comfy maybe going to be looking to pit around, work this out, maybe 48, I think. That's what I would guess.
So, yeah.
That'll be tricky for him to get those 2 more laps out of those tyres, but I think it is possible. Yeah, there he goes, round again. Gap now 9 seconds, Marco to Comfy, and Marco catching up to Luke now, and Luke letting him go in the bus stop.
I think Ken has overtaken the TLL Mustang.
Mustang had a very poor last lap, 2:22, maybe a mistake there. Deck specs serving a penalty now. .4 now, the gap for the lead.
Very good luck from Marco. Took 3.5 seconds off Confi.
Yeah, Comfy definitely struggling with those tyres now. And you can see how quickly that gap goes down when they're in the corners. Marco able to just eat at that gap.
But on the other end, bit terrible lap from Rotek.
Yeah, Rotek, yeah, might have had a small error on that lap. Eddie is in 4th, still. Running 17s on the medium tyres. I do think that the medium tyre strategy could be not maybe the one. Could I go through the field calmly? I shall. Alright.
Meanwhile, I'll take a quick break.
Okay, I will go through the field slowly. We've got Comfy leading on the 4-stop strategy, followed by Marco and Rotek. We've been running fairly closely all race, but the gap slightly increased now. Eddie in 4th, running the medium tyre strategy, followed by this pair of Charles and Audi Sport. We've got a fairly large gap back to Topeka, 53 seconds behind. Also running the medium tyre strategy with similar to Eddie, I believe, and keeping in sort of in range He's only 1 minute 35 behind the leader, so that this team definitely still in it. And then we've got Ken and the Jag 31 seconds behind Topeka as Comfy pits. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Running the soft tyres, about halfway through a stint by the looks of things. Neuer Sommer as well, maybe needing to pit fairly shortly. That Mustang has such bad tyre wear, and I do feel for them. But they're making it work, and still running in ninth. A minute gap back now to Rocket Man, who is maybe struggling more than I expected in the Ford GT. I did expect him to be a bit quicker in this stint. Deck Specs holding 11th place, fairly closely behind Rocket Man. They're fairly equally matched at the moment. Then Ola and Luke running a little way off the others, but still doing as well as they can. And now we'll check up on Comfy in his pit stop.
Right, so I noticed that Confi is coming out of the pit now.
Yep. Comfy out in 6th place. You think so, Nishil? Did you make that livery by any chance? 6th place, 52 seconds behind Marco now. 17 behind Audi Sport.
If Marco will have a bit now, it will be
that
just about behind Confi.
Yeah, that puts them very neck and neck at the moment. Comfy, I imagine, will gain some time now on fresh tyres, while Marco is on more worn tyres.
So it should be 2 stops for Marco and 1 stop for Confi, right?
Let me think. Yeah, should be. Yeah. So it's close. It is close to the end. Eddie with the 0.5 second penalty. I'll have to serve, and Charles will be right behind him after that. Audi Sports dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, definitely that heavy fuel load doesn't help him.
Yeah, that's true. Here we go. Charles now right behind Eddie.
Very unfortunate for Eddie.
I think Charles was on better pace anyway, though, so maybe Eddie could take advantage of his slipstream, etc.
Very good exit for Eddie, though.
Eddie now up on the outside going into turn 1, but Charles just ahead still. Eddie could go for a move on the straight. Although if I was him, I would stick behind and try and use Charles to my advantage.
I wonder how Marco's ears are doing after the stint.
Yep. The Mazda does really, it is loud. Charles remains ahead now. Audi Sport is catching them a little bit now after that battle. I'll be interested to see Comfy's pace once he gets a clean lap in. He is now 40 seconds ahead of Topeka.
Deck specs for another half a second penalty.
Yeah, some deck specs. He's now dropped a little bit behind Rocket Man compared to what he was before. Yeah, you're not wrong, Bosworth. Let's have a look. Who is in there listening to Marco screaming? Oh, there's a few people in there. I think that's Vibes, Zen and Ben in there with Marco. Let's have a look at Comfy. Let's see what his pace is like towards the end of this lap. He's not done the best lap actually up to this point. Maybe just getting back into the rhythm of having fresh tyres again. It can be a bit of a shock when you pit and you go from worn tyres to fresh, and suddenly you're able to turn.
Yeah, true. Especially when you have to rethink all your braking points.
Exactly. Yeah, so Comfy 16.8. He'll need to improve on that if he wants to keep in this battle. I think has Audi Sport made a mistake? He's on a 17 and a 17 on the last couple laps, and he's going wide through Eau Rouge. He's not having the best of times at the moment. And Eddie also, both of them with 0.5 second penalties. So this brings Comfy somewhat into this battle here.
Also Eddie with the penalty.
Yeah. Charles able to run away from them a bit. Yeah, exactly. No, sure, that's the issue. We're looking for pit stops from Marco and Rotec fairly soon, I would have thought, but actually, maybe not, based off their tyre wear. Marco getting past Neuer Sommer.
Now the spot is now 4.5 seconds behind Charles.
Yeah. So Charles has managed to pull away, but Audi Sports had some messy laps recently, so hence the gap increasing. Comfy's managed to catch a bit now on this lap. He'll have to lap Rocket Man fairly soon though. And yeah, this is a bit of a better lap for Comfy.
The yellow Mustang is coming into the pits now.
Yep, into the pits. This car must have done the most pit stops of everyone, that's what I would assume. The tyre wear has been really bad for them. And you can see it's the fronts just wear so much more than the rears, it's ridiculous.
If the game would allow brake bias changing, then it would be so much better.
Yeah, I would help them out for sure. Yeah, we really need that back. Audi Sport obviously had to serve the penalty on the last lap, so it wasn't a good lap time, and same for Eddie. Hopefully they'll be able to pick it up a bit soon. Marco and Rotec running mid-16s, still fairly similar on pace. Further back.
Comfy has a penalty.
Honestly, I'm not sure. Luke gonna get a penalty there. So Comfy has a penalty, did you say? Oh, Siri, thank you. So Comfy, yeah, with the penalty. I'm not actually sure what strategy Marco and Rotec are on at this point, because with their tyre wear they might be able to hit a 4 stop, although I did think they were running a 5, so let's see. But yeah, let's have a look. Check up on their tyre wears. It's possible for them to run a 4 stop, I think, maybe. Actually, no, maybe not. My estimate is that we'll get 80 laps in this race. So even if they make it another 8 laps, which would be tricky. Yeah, they can't run 20 laps, so I think both of these two on a 5 stop. Everyone's on a 5 stop except for Eddie and Comfy in the top 6. It's Audi Sport and Eddie pits, okay. So I'm expecting one more stop from Eddie from this point. Comfy's had a scruffy lap there.
Convey had a penalty.
Oh, that makes sense.
Convey is 14 seconds behind Audi Sport now, and Audi Sport is almost 7 seconds behind Charles.
Yep. So, based off of this, I think the finishing order will end up being Marco first, and then either Comfy or Rotec, and then Charles and Audi Sport, and then Eddie. That's what I would guess, so we'll see. That's for the top 6. I think further behind they're already kind of fairly in their finishing positions at this point. The gaps are quite large between them all. Oh, except for here actually. We've got Rocketman, Dexpex and Neuer Sommer all fairly close together actually. Neuer Sommer just out the pit, so he might be looking to overtake, although he's drifting through that corner there.
Oh, Eddie came out on softs actually.
Oh, here we go. Eddie on softs finally in this race. We might see some very quick lap times from Eddie. He's been driving very well on the mediums. This could be some impressive lap times coming. Ken now into the pits.
Dexpex with another half-second penalty.
Yeah. Dexpex has been racking up those penalties.
It appears that every time I check his on board, he has a penalty.
Ken into the pits. We're getting to the point now where it'll be one more stop after these ones, and then
Charles
we'll be
is
at the
coming
end.
in.
Is he? Okay. So this is interesting, yeah. So I think that if Charles is pissing now, he's going to have to do another stop after this one.
Probably, yeah.
In fact, he definitely will, unless he takes mediums, maybe, possibly. That'll be tricky. And then Audi Sport likely as well. So I can't work out. Is this Charles' 5th or 6th stop? No, this must be his. Could be his 4th stop. If Comfy's done 3, yeah, this would be Charles' 4th stop. So it lines up fairly well, actually. Oh, can you not go 1 hour with the fuel? Okay, that makes sense. I'm not surprised by that, actually.
Yeah. Totally forgot about the fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, so Audi Sport's going to have to come in this lap or next lap by the looks of it, based on his fuel. Rotec has not had a good last lap by the looks of things. Marco hasn't either, and he's got a 0.5 second penalty now. Charles, yeah, in the pits still. Comfy with some better lap times coming now. Fuel's empty about 30 minutes? No. It's definitely a lot more than that. Unless, maybe the Mustang's really bad on fuel. Yeah, it's a fair amount more than 30 minutes for us. I think I use about 75 in 16 laps or so. So that would mean I can do about 20 probably, 20 laps. On fuel, not on tyres though, unless I were to take mediums.
Quite a bad lap for Marco again, 18.2.
Yeah, he had a penalty, but yes.
Ah, okay.
And Rotec an 18.0 and then a 17.4, so these guys are struggling a bit now. Still no sign of rain, perfect blue skies. It's been a bit of a blessed first stint as far as the weather's concerned. Marco picking up another penalty for our Rouge.
Yeah, looks like his tires are giving up.
He's gone very wide. Yeah, Marco's struggling now. Audi Sport now into the pits.
I can already hear Marco screaming and raging there in the other chat.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how far ahead Charles and Eddie will be. Eddie has had a rapid lap.
Let's have a look.
2.5 seconds behind Charles only now.
Eddie's lap was an out lap, no?
Well,
Where's
yeah,
Mo Summer?
but he was like 6 seconds behind Charles before the stops.
Oh, drifting. He's made it. Let's have a look. We'll keep on this Eddie Charles thing. He's done a personal best, 16.0, to be expected on the softs now. And Topeka now pitting as well. As Audi Sport exits. We'll see if Topeka puts on softs now. He might do. And these two at the front. They managed to sort out their issues. Marco obviously served a penalty on this lap. We'll see about Rotec.
Oh, Luke, come on, don't do it, man.
Yeah, Luke not letting Audi Sport go. Okay, with the penalty. Oh, there he goes. He's gone wide. And Audi Sport is through. There we go. Oh, here we go.
7 seconds behind Eddie.
We've got a bit of an on-track battle. We've got Dex Bex versus Rocketman. Both on fresh tyres. Similar fuel, no damage. Here we go. This is what we were waiting for. And Rocketman closing up. Yeah, looks like it's pretty stable.
Is also on softs now.
Oh yep, Topeka on soft, so we'll see some good lap times from him as well. He's clocked over 1,000 miles in that Mercedes now, which he wasn't at the beginning of the race. And Eddie definitely catching Charles, you're right. And the lap times from the top two are not
really
good.
Nice here.
Oh, sunset, here we go. We'll be looking for a bit of a darker stint for the next one and for the following stints.
Eddie now only 1.3 behind Charles.
Yeah.
Another best lap for him.
15.4 from Eddie. Here he goes.
Almost a second quicker than Charles on previous lap. Despite all those slow laps by Marco, he's still 52 seconds ahead of Confi.
Yep. Yeah. Top and the short bring the darkness to the stream. Alright, Marco back into the 16s. A better lap there after a few scruffy ones. But Comfy is on better pace at the moment with the more fresh tyres.
Rotec is coming in.
Yeah, Rotec into the pits. I'm the most British sounding guy you've ever heard. Really? I just have like a... Yeah, that's fair actually. I'm actually not even really...
That's odd. Audi Sports, Porsches, that rain light is blinking.
Oh, is it? It is. Something could be happening here. And rain will really mess with people's strategy. And you know who this will really help rain will be Comfy.
Yeah.
Unless it happens before Marco pits, which is possible. In which case he'll be very far ahead of everybody else.
That would be pretty crazy if it gets like monsoon weather now.
Yeah, I can hear the rain. Now what does Marco do? Hey Zen, give him some strategy. What does he do? Inters or soft? Because he's got to pit this lap. I think maybe he takes inters. But
It really depends how much rain we'll
No, I
get.
reckon softs actually. Stay with the softs.
It doesn't
It's not
look like
worth
too
it.
much.
It doesn't look like there's a lot of rain, yeah. Let's see what he does. This is the big decision.
On the other hand, the rain is getting a lot heavier now.
Oh, he has a lot to gain if he might have to go inters here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is nerve-wracking. It's inters. It's got to be inters, but I don't know if he's picked
Yeah.
already.
Oh, Charles. What happened with Charles? Nothing.
Oh, the rain has stopped. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. I don't know. This is very intense.
Oh boy.
What's he done? What has Marco done? He's the one with it all to lose or all to gain here. Let's see what tires he's come out on.
Please be soft.
Please be softs. Yeah, you're right.
Comfy.
He's on
start
softs.
now.
Marco on softs. Comfy takes over the lead.
Very slippery pit exit line.
Yeah, looks like it.
Thankfully, no penalty.
And the rain seems to have eased. I want to see if any of the drivers have their weather radar up, so I could. Oh, who's spun? Neue Sommer has spun through a rouge. Maybe rain causing that. No damage somehow, despite hitting the wall quite heavily. And none of the drivers with their rain radar up. That was a very good spot from you, seeing the rain light flashing. And I think the rain has eased up. I think we're back to mostly dry.
Yeah, the southern parts of the track are definitely dry now. At least not raining.
Well, pit exit wall doesn't give you damage, does it? That's weird. It is interesting how the grip meter changes for each driver, depending on where they are on the track. That's quite a cool feature. That's so stupid. I don't understand that, Nigel. That's such a weird thing. But yeah, so the thing is with this, while the rain level, as you can see, is below that like first little line that comes out, it kind of just feels like a dry track. It's not really too noticeable. But it looks like very brief rain there. Made everyone a bit stressed for a moment. Yeah, it rained very briefly. Well, there he goes then. Marco nailed it, apparently. Maybe helped by Ben. Or vibes. And we'll check on the rest of the field. Everyone stayed out, survived the rain period on the soft tyres. And I mean, there's no rain through the first sector, or even parts of the middle sector. It's only the last sector that's got a bit of wet track still. Nobody had a real issue except for Neue Sommer, who's still a bit loose out of the corner. But he had a crash at Eau Rouge, saved it with a pit exit wall not giving damage for some reason, so he's survived that, but obviously not ideal for him. And going wide again. Oh, can he save it? He saved it. Up front, Marco now catching Comfy as you would expect on fresher tyres.
Ken is sticking really well with Comfy at the moment.
Who is? Oh, Ken, yeah, he is.
Ken, yeah.
Very much keeping up with Comfy, despite being lapped. Well, that was a bit of fun. I enjoyed that. Bit of rain. Spice it up a little bit. Oh, rain again. Comfy's windscreen wiper just went.
It went off.
The windscreen wipers are going again. Can we have more? Can we have more rain? Here we go, round 2. And you know what, this helps Comfy massively if we get some rain. He's 1 pit stop less, so he's in the lead. And if we get rain, that puts him in a legitimate lead. Oh, and they're off again. Never mind. He's been he's lost that. But this just shows how much rain can just switch up this race. It's 24 hours. Is the stream laggy? Can anyone else tell me if it's laggy? I hope it's not.
No, for me it's okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, that might just be you, Exed. And Ken, yeah, really sticking to Comfy. It'd be interesting when Marco catches the pair of them. He does it. The wind has flipped during that rain period. I've only just noticed that the wind has flipped entirely.
Yeah,
so that'll be something new for the drivers to get used to.
Yeah, and the lap times definitely show it.
Yeah, the wind literally the opposite to what it was before, and that'll be something different. To be honest, this is the favourable wind. What we had at the beginning of this stint was horrible. You would not want to have to deal with that, but this wind is actually quite good. But it will really mix up your braking points. Oh, did it, Nushel? It might just be every now and then, but hopefully it's okay at the moment. Hopefully it's okay overall. It's Marco. He's caught Ken. He's right out behind Ken, just under 2 seconds behind Comfy. I'm going to keep my eyes on this. I apologise for not really looking at the others. It is the battle for the lead at the moment. And we'll see if Marco gets past Ken nicely.
Yeah, the track is definitely fully dry now. The rain lights have turned off.
Yeah, it has dried out. It's still misty around the track. Still chance of rain, I think. Alright. Yeah, my internet's really weird, to be honest. My internet's really weird. I've got like 800 megabytes per second download, but then I've got like 2 uploads, so it's a bit... Hence the stream maybe not being the best. But there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. I'll have a quick check through the field before Marco goes for that move. Eddie and Charles are also close on track, but I think Charles might be going a bit quicker, so maybe Eddie won't be able to. He has been catching. They've been close for a while, actually, I believe.
Yeah, they've been pretty much together since the pit stops.
Rocketman has made the move on deck specs. I remember they were fighting earlier on. And yeah, not much else going on, so we'll watch the battle for the lead. Yeah. PS4 24 hours to download a game. Oh my god, that's no fun. And look at this. It's a 2-way battle, but it looks like a 3-way battle because Ken is sticking with them. It's cool to see, to be honest. And yeah, I imagine Comfy won't defend too hard against Marco. As he is
I
on
hope Marco doesn't take Confi out again.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't going to mention that, but...
They have a bit of history together.
They do, and Marco up the inside. That was very close for Comfort. Comfy maybe wasn't expecting the move there. I don't know, Marco did get alongside that time, but I have a feeling Comfy won't be too happy about it. But I don't think it was Marco's fault, that one. And no one really lost out. Aggressive, yes, but not unfair. Yeah, exactly. Don't know who's commenting on the Des account, but it's somebody. Okay, now that has happened, we'll check back. Rotec now 18 seconds behind Comfy, and he'll be the next.
Eddie has a half a second penalty, so he'll drop off of Charles.
Yep, he will drop back. Yeah, so as I was saying, Rotec will be the one next to have a go at Comfy, and I think it'll be close between these two towards the end. And this does show that four-stop strategy has worked for Comfy. It has worked. He hasn't quite had the pace of the other two, but by taking one stop off it, he has managed to get into a good position. Further back, yeah, Eddie has served its penalty and has dropped a bit further behind Charles. Audi Sport just under 10 seconds behind now. So Pekka, he's keeping ahead.
He's doing really good laps now again.
Yep, 15.2, 15.5, some good pace there. So Pekka, he's running good laps, low 16s now that he's on the soft tyres. Keeping ahead of Ken, who, as we saw, was still close to Comfy, although with a penalty now, so that'll drop him a bit further back. Oh, here we go. Rocketman and Dex Bex. Rocketman with a penalty, but hopefully we get to see some action before that ends the battle. Let's see if Dex Bex can make the move on the straight.
Just noticed that Rotek had his personal best previous lap, 14.9.
Oh, okay. Rotek on the pace now. Dex Bex not able to make the move. Rocketman, that Ford GT very quick on the straights. Lloyd Summit 21 seconds off this battle, with Ola in 12th and Luke in 13th at the moment. I'll keep an eye on this. It is close. I imagine Dex Bex will get past when Rocketman has to serve his penalty, but then Rocketman may be looking for an overtake again once that happens.
Just noticed that Luke has front left damage, right damage.
Oh, that's just painful.
Oh, Marco did its best lap of the race.
Yep, 14.6 now, the purple lap time. It is possible to get 13s in the race, so let's see if anyone does it later on.
Improved his lap, 14.9 now, 14.8 now.
So the top first and third going very quickly. I imagine Comfy not quite so quickly, as Rocketman now serves his penalty. Dex Bex doesn't get past. He dropped a little bit at the end of the middle sector, so Rocketman able to stay in front. I'm going to go up to the front to see how Rotek's doing in his chase of Comfy. Comfy on 17.1, Rotek 14.8 as you said, so it's the gap coming down very quickly, and Charles is doing 15s, so he'll be there at some point maybe.
It's interesting that Rocketman kept his place despite the penalty.
Someone's joined. I might have to remove them from the lobby, given they're just a random person. Yeah. Unfortunately, they will be kicked now. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for the break from the spectating, but we have had just a random guy join the lobby there, so... Back to this, Marco now lapping Luke. Hopefully this is done
Always
nicely.
an interesting battle.
Yeah, and Luke lets him go. Rotek still chasing Comfy, the gap now only 14.2. I imagine Comfy going to pit this lap or the next lap. Yeah, and Comfy into the pits now.
Very good lap from Marco, 14.3.
There it is, yeah. Marco really starting to pick up the pace now. How many laps down is the vet now? So Marco is on 63 and Luke is on 63 laps down. Comfy, this is...
was over a second slower this lap.
Oh, okay. So this is Comfy's final pit stop. And he will now run it to the end. Marco and Rotek, well, all of the others still need to pit again. So yeah, comfy now. Let's see where he ends up. He should be second or third at least. And he'll exit in 6th place, as he has every time he's done a pit stop, as he's out of sync with the others.
Eddie with another half-second penalty.
Okay. Comfy, yep, once again exiting in 6th place.
Minute 3 seconds.
And about 17 seconds behind Audi Sport. I don't think he's 1 minute 47 ahead of Topeka. I think that needs to update still. There we go, it's updating.
It will get really close between Confi and Rotek.
Yeah, I think it will. That's definitely where the battle is, up at the front. Marco will be slightly ahead.
Yeah. Marco will be on fresher tires and still ahead of Confi probably.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so the gap 49 seconds between Comfy and Topeka. And Ken just losing the rear end a little bit on the exit of turn 1. Oh, here we go. Dex
and Rocket. Yep.
Rocket Man somehow picked up a penalty. These guys have been battling for a while. Will Dexpex be able to get past when Rocket serves his penalty? I think so. Here we go. Up the inside. That Ford GT is really quick on the straights, but Dexpex manages to get back. Oh no, Rocket Man holds it around the outside. He's done a Verstappen. And Ola getting involved despite being lapped. Is he unlapping himself against Dexpex? He's trying.
It appears that Dexpex's car has some dents on the roof.
I don't know how he's done that then. He's had a flip somewhere. Night stints will be terrifying, I think, is what you mean to say.
Definitely.
I think our stint is actually it's night for the first few laps, but it becomes day pretty quickly. And then stint 7 is obviously daytime, so we are okay.
I've done some night racing against AI on this track, and it's really scary, especially when the AI is so bad.
Yeah, I can imagine that. You're right, Nishal, yeah, you can get into the zone very well on night stints. And Rocket Man seems to have pulled away a bit now from Dexpex. Let's have a look, check back up at the front. Eddie now 5 seconds off Charles, 7 seconds ahead of Audi Sport. And as I said, all of these guys I think up to Comfy need to pit again. Yeah, you're right actually, it is so relaxing watching a night on board. And if you're in the rhythm, it's really relaxing to drive a night stint, but it can also just be stressful if it's not going well. Alright, we're into the final half hour. We've been going for a while. My voice has started to go a little bit, and Eddie pits.
Marco is doing some very nice consistent lap times at the moment.
Oh yeah, low 14s. Very last 3 laps, low 14s. Yeah, Marco's doing very well at the moment. Rotek running low 15s, still good pace from him. And and Charles in 16s last lap, but he was in the high 15s before then. Audi Sport running low 16s, and Comfy is just done a 15.8 on his first flying lap. And it's not letting me view Eddie as he's in the pits. Here we go. Now I can. So Eddie will come out behind Comfy. It will be close between him and Audi Sport, I think, for 5th place, and Charles maybe as well if he makes an error. Joshua, have you got yellow lights on your car? Let me see when I can see the front of Comfy's car. Have they got yellow lights on? Oh, they have. I would not enjoy that for a night stint.
Oh. Showed some yellow flags in the first corner, but I don't see anything happening to him.
There's a couple of pitters.
Yeah, might be because of the pit stop.
Yeah, no one's. All 3 RRC cars have yellow lights, really. Oh my god. I don't think I would want that. How do I explain this? Like, it literally means yellow. The lights are yellow. Is RRC the fastest team? No. It just means they put yellow lights on their car.
Charles is coming in now.
They might be the fastest team. We're yet to see. RRC is Comfy, as you can see. Look, if you can see his lights, they're not on at the moment, but they have yellow. So when he's in a night stint, it'll look yellow in front of him instead of like white. Personally, isn't what I want, but maybe that's what they're going for, I guess. It's just something you can change in your livery. There you go, Charles. Yep. You forced them to do it, Nishal. So rude. Okay, fair enough. Charles out of the pits. We should be ahead of Eddie. Yeah, not by much though. And Ola should probably let Charles stay ahead. Oh, Topeka in the pits as well. And also Noah Summit.
As of now, if Rodek comes in, he should be like maybe 6 or 7 seconds behind Confi.
Yeah, that will be a nice battle towards the end then.
Confi isn't that quick at the moment. Everybody here are still quicker.
He's slightly quicker than Audi Sport, but not by much. So yeah. Let's see where Topeka comes out. I imagine it will be 7th, although Ken seems to have jumped ahead.
Yeah, there's 3.5 seconds behind Charles, and Audi Sport is coming in.
Yeah, sorry, Audi Sport's coming in, yeah. I imagine Audi Sport will come out in 6th. Behind Charles and Eddie. And then he'll have to try and fight his way back.
Yeah, probably. 15.9 for Eddie this lap. 0.1 slower than Confi.
Yeah, Comfy with a 15.8, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, how this boat got 3-second penalty?
Oh dear. Okay.
And the gap itself is about 7.5 seconds.
Yeah, so that'll increase to quite a lot. That 3 seconds will cost more than 3 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like 12 seconds, definitely.
Yeah.
Marco is starting to lose pace a bit. His last lap was 15.2.
Okay, still pretty quick though.
Yeah,
Rotek
true.
on a 16.8. So he'll need to gain about 10 seconds on Comfy when he comes out the pits.
It should be doable. His tires will be in much better condition.
Yeah. And Ken now pitting.
.15.3 for Confi, his best lap.
Yeah, Comfy. Personal best lap now.
It's getting more difficult for Rotek by every lap now. Lost 1.5 seconds during the previous lap.
Tech Specs and Rocket Man still close on track. Rocket Man still slightly ahead. This has been going on for a while.
Yeah, this battle is probably the most interesting over the whole race so far.
Yeah. As Ken now exits the pits behind Topeka, ahead of Rocket Man as he was before. Yeah, you were right. So the gap now 13 seconds, Eddie to Audi Sport. Rotek should pit. Marco and Rotek should pit soon because they've only got about 10 laps to go, so it'll be a short last stint for both of them.
True.
They won't be able to make it to the end. And here we go, Rotek into the pits as I say that.
So probably Marco going in the next lap.
Yeah, that's how it's been most of the race, I think. Rotek one lap before Marco.
Gap before the pit was 42.5 seconds.
Yeah. And this is where it's interesting. Let's see if Rotek can catch Comfy before the end of the race.
Rotek will be on like 4 or 5 laps fresher tires.
Exactly.
And, Rotek is coming on now.
Let's see what the gap is. Oh, he's hit the pit exit wall, but as Nushel has now told us, that doesn't do any damage. 8 seconds, probably 9, 10 by the end of the straight. And that's what he's got to do.
Yeah, it's definitely doable.
It's doable.
Last couple of laps.
Okay, it could be tricky.
The Confis tires should drop off quite dramatically by the end of the race.
You would assume yes. Yeah. Comfy's tyres will be quite warm by the end. Marco obviously with a massive lead, but does need to pit, and here he goes into the pits.
1 minute and 8 seconds lead of Comfy.
So he'll come out in the lead, not by too much, but with a lead, and he should probably pull away from Comfy. And he's texting in Discord as he's in the pits. Clearly quite chill.
DexPex still fighting.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. We'll check in on that battle. Oh, here we go. 3/10 gap. DexPex always takes a lot of the inside of a Rouge. And he's gone wide, he's going to get a penalty for that, I think. But he might get the move done still. I think this is where the issue is. Look how quick that Ford GT is on the straights. DexPex doesn't even gain in the slipstream.
The recall on speed, even though DexPex is slipstreaming.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Marco is coming out now and Conf is still taking the first corner.
Oh, Marco got the 3-second penalty though, so that'll drop him back.
Yeah, but doesn't really matter at this point anymore.
That's true. He does have a large gap, but not ideal with the 3-second penalty. Looks like it'll be about 15 seconds once the penalty is taken.
Yeah, it's just over 20 seconds at the moment.
Yeah. And Rotek has gained. He's gained almost a second on Comfy in that lap. It's game on. It could be done. We're looking at maybe 9-10 more laps in the race.
DexPex is on the move against Rocketman, but backed out of it.
Here we go. Coming towards the bus stop. It's going to have to be a dive bomb from DexPex. I think he looks like he's quicker.
DexPex is taking it too carefully, in my opinion. He doesn't make finish his moves. Like he's showing himself constantly, but doesn't go for it. And even if he is, he's backing out of it constantly.
Yeah, and here we go. He's braked late. He's overshot. He might get a good exit. I think exiting him first is what you want to do there. Yeah, he's a bit too far back this time. Unless Rocketman gets a poor exit, which he doesn't. DexPex runs wide off the exit, and that'll be... He's going to have to chase again for a little bit. Marco has served his penalty. Comfy will now gain a lot.
Rotek is also gaining.
Oh, someone's joined. I haven't noticed that. Let me... yeah, they have been fighting for a long time. Never-ending game. Let me kick out this person who's joined again.
Rotek is 7.7 seconds behind Confi at the moment. And Rotek is about to finish his first flying lap now.
Okay, back onto spectating, and we'll have a look at Rotek. He's done a 14.6, here we go.
And 15.8 for Confi.
So Confi not even going that slowly, but Rotek on very good pace at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like Confi has nothing to do against Rotek at this point.
Yeah, I think this will be close. Rotek definitely going quicker. It will be close between the two of them. We'll keep an eye. Marco got a decent gap now. I think he'll start to pull away from Comfy. Starting to look a bit darker. Well, not from that camera angle though. But we're starting to get towards more nighttime vibes.
Meanwhile, Eddie is catching Charles quite rapidly. The gap is 2 seconds now.
Oh yeah, so another one to keep an eye on there. Eddie versus Charles. Eddie on the soft has been showing very good pace of 14.7, his best lap there. So maybe he should have gone on softs for the whole race, but if you look at the front tyre wear on that GTR is terrible, and that maybe explains why he's been running mediums.
The X-Specs has caught up with Rocketman again. The
All
gap
right.
is less than a second now.
Let's watch it once more. Here we go. Actually, I don't think he's going to be able to do anything on this lap, but we've been watching this battle for pretty much the whole race. I'd like to see it come to its finale.
But damn, that 4GT is rapid.
Yeah, I mean, look, he just pulls away. It's really tricky for Dexpex to be able to make a move, I think. There we go, right. Comfy, what lap time has he done? 15.7. Rotec? 14.6.
Very good.
It's about a second a lap. Comfy's not even going slowly, but Rotec is going so quickly.
At the end, Charles also about to cross the finish line. Yeah, but he took 0.2 seconds off of Charles this lap.
Yeah, it could be tricky based on that, but Eddie could still get him. He's made a mistake in turn one, though. I think he's hit the inside wall a little bit.
Oh yeah. Front and front right damage.
Yeah.
Looks like this fight is over.
And Dexpex still a second behind Rocketman. Up front, Marco, he's pulled to a 16.4 second gap now. Comfy now only 6 seconds ahead of Rotec. Rotec really on a charge.
Actually, you know what? If Rocketman and Dexpex are fighting constantly, Neuer might actually catch them by the end of the race.
Oh, let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, 15 seconds, it'll be tough. Let's have a look at the lap times. Neuer is going quicker. He's got good pace in the Mustang. He's done a 16.000 as his personal best. Yeah, Eddie's definitely lost some time to Charles here. He's got damage as well. I think that'll be the end of Eddie's chase. Yeah.
Rocketman had a bad exit out of turn one.
Oh, I mean, that's not going to
But
matter
it's
with the
still
Ford, yeah.
0.7 seconds, yeah.
But yeah, Eddie will now just nurse that car to the finish line, I think. Not worth it. Crashing when he has a good chance. It's just the first stint.
Really unfortunate for him. He had a really good stint.
Yeah, that's true. It's possible Audi Sport could catch him, although the gap is quite big. Comfy does a 15.4. He's picked up the pace. That's a good lap. What does Rotec do? 14.4. He's gained a second again. Marco's done a 14.0. Oh my god.
Wow.
Really quick lap time. He'll be looking for a 13 though. I don't think he'll be happy with that. He'll be annoyed. But I'll keep an eye on Rotec. And Rotec pushing flat out now. He does want that P2. I mean, it's helpful to get second place. You can avoid having to overtake another. Oh, I can't chat with Peachy due to a network error. Peachy has disconnected. Thankfully he's commentating and not driving. So I'll just stick out on my own for these last 10 minutes. Hopefully he'll join back before the end. But yeah, Peachy is now disconnected briefly, but hopefully he'll come back. Rotec now 4.9 behind Comfy. It's close, it's close. It's going to be very close at the end between these two. They'll want second place because you want to start the next stint as high up as you can. And the next drivers will be looking for that second place starting position. Although the time gap probably won't be big either way. And Rotec hasn't gained as much on this lap as he has on previous. He's still going quickly, he's only a 10th off his best. But I think maybe Comfy might have picked up the pace on this lap. And Rotec hasn't gained quite as much. see. Marco still another 14-0. Doesn't get his 13 that he's probably looking for. He's been very close twice now. Might be a bit frustrating for him as he laps Topeka. Here we go. What does Comfy do? Comfy across the line. Oh, it's a 15.8. Not quite as quick as his last couple. Rotek does a 14.5. He's gained a lot again. 1.3 seconds on that lap. Gonna get 4 or 5 more laps. It'll be close. Let's see. I think Rotek's gonna get it based on the amount that he's gaining, but as they say, you can catch, but overtaking is a different story. But Comfy's tyres are really worn, and to be honest, the lap times he's doing on this wear is very impressive. I'll have a check up further back. Rocketman he's got a long way ahead of Dexpex, and Dexpex has now got Neue Sommer pretty close behind, although they've got a lap car of Ola in between, and Dexpex also with a penalty. Dexpex must have made a mistake somewhere. He's dropped off the back of Rocketman, unfortunately. That battle is over. We have enjoyed it all race, but unfortunately it's now over, and Neue Sommer maybe looking for a move on his fellow DLL driver in Ola, and he's got past. This could be possible for Neue Sommer. Seems to have been a bit quicker in the last few laps than Dexpex, so he could get that move, and I'll keep an eye on this. Dexpex going to serve a penalty now. Neue will be close behind, and that Mustang is quick on the straights. Not as quick as the Ford GT maybe, but it is still very quick. It will be quicker than Dexpex in the Jag. If Neue Sommer nails this section, he could have a move going. Oh, he's gone for it into the bus stop. I didn't think he would go for it there. I thought he would wait. Wow, okay. Neue Sommer takes 10th. Dexpex will look for an overtake now on the back straight as Marco now coming to lap all of these. That'll be stressful for him. And Rotek now only 2 seconds behind Comfy. Got to keep an eye on that, but I'll look at this. Neue Sommer way wide. Where's Dexpex gone? Dexpex has had a big spin off of turn 1 by the looks of things. He's hit the inside wall. And now Neue Sommer side by side with Ola. No, Ola lets him go. Marco behind both of them. Hello. Marco goes wide. Neue Sommer goes wide. Where's Ola? He's there. This is all very close. Marco doesn't want to be involved in this at all. Marco goes through. He gets a 0.5 second penalty, but I think he'll take that over a massive crash, which is what that could have been.
So it looks like I missed some great action there.
Not too much. Dexpex crashed.
Oh no.
So he's now behind Neue Sommer, and Rocketman's way ahead of them. And there was just a bit of crazy lapping action going on there, and now we've got some more cars. Topeka now getting involved in it. And okay, we'll watch this now. Comfy is only 0.6 ahead of Rotek. And this is what we got to watch to the end of the race, I think. Comfy did a 16.9 last lap, Rotek did a 14.4, so the pace difference is quite big between the two McLarens.
I really hope that my internet won't do the same thing during my stint.
Yeah, me too.
That'd be really unfortunate, like
right
10
at the
minutes
end.
before the end of the stint.
Yeah.
Right, anyway.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it's got it out of its system now.
Yeah.
And here we go. Rotek, can he do it? He's 1/10 behind. It's so close. He's biding his time through the middle sector. There's not really many overtaking opportunities. The first one here will be into the bus stop, or he'll wait and he'll go for it into Les Combes.
For me, everything looks all messed up. It shows it's lap 1 and Rocketman is leading the race.
Well, he has had a great race, Rocketman. Here goes Rotek up the inside. No, he's waiting. That's what I would have done too. Comfy has had a bit of a moment through the bus stop. Oh, and a bit of a moment on the exit as well. Half a second now, the gap. The pace is not what it was before. 17.4 for Comfy. 16.2 for Rotek. Rotek goes wide on the entry to turn 1, gets a better exit. That's what I've been looking for, and he's done it. Very nice exit for Rotek, and there should be a move that he can do here. Only 4 minutes left of the race. Rotek looking for the move to get into second place. Here we go, down the straight. He's gaining. He's not quite gaining enough. They're in the same car, so there's none of Rotek not able to make the move into turn 1. And not turn 1. Turn 4 or something, that is. But look how much more grip he's got. Comfy defending for his life. He's doing a very good job.
Second sector should definitely be the place where Rotek tries to overtake him.
Yeah, it's where he's got the pace advantage, but it's hard to overtake in this sector with all the twisty corners. We come through Puon now. Comfy holding it in 5th. He's gone a bit wide.
Very wide.
Rotek with a run. He's on the inside. This is where Marco overtook Comfy as well. Is Comfy able to stay ahead? Oh, they're side by side still. Very nice racing.
Best battle of the race so far.
Yeah. And Comfy stays ahead. That's impressive. And Rotek will try and tuck in. Tuck into the slipstream. We can see the yellow lights now more obvious on the RRC car. Oh, Peachy's disconnected again. This isn't good. This does not bode well. Luckily he's got a while to sort it out for his stint. I've seen a yellow flag. We'll see who it is when Comfy and Rotek go through. Oh, we haven't seen. Who is it? Oh, it's Dexbex. Oh, he's had a horrible end to this stint. It was going so well for him. But I have to go back to this battle here. And Rotek closer this time. He's closer this time. Comfy's got a bit of a better exit. 4.5 tenths between the two. Three and a half tenths. Rotek closing. Under 3 tenths. Under 2 tenths. Can he go for a dive? He's going for it. He's looking for it. He's up the inside. Comfy's held it round the outside. Rotek now round the outside of the second apex. And he's finally through. He's finally through on Comfy. Will Comfy be able to make a move again? Up the inside maybe. Rotek defends. Nicely done. That should probably be it, given Rotek's superior grip through the middle sector. He might be able to pull away. Yeah, and Rotek now through into second place behind Marco. Welcome back.
Hello. I really do not understand what the hell is going on with the internet at the moment.
Yeah, something's not great. But yeah, that was great battling actually between both of them. Very clean, very nicely done. And we're coming right up towards the end. I don't know, will these guys make it to the end of this lap? They should do, I think. Marco coming up to lap Rocketman and Luke, which is not really where he wants to be. He's gone up the inside of Luke. Rocketman has gone deep into the bus stop. He's let him go just. That was very close. Marco now through. And Marco now on to what will be his last lap. Let's see who's going to be first to finish.
It's interesting to see that Comfy's strategy almost paid off.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good strategy. I think he would have done worse if he'd done a 5-stop, so...
Oh yeah, definitely.
And who's going to be first to finish? Somebody's there. Here we go. Oh, Rotek and Comfy finished first.
Oh, wow. Oh.
So didn't make that last lap. Marco making the extra lap versus the others. And here... So we've had Ken now finish. And Charles to finish soon. Here we go, Charles across the line. Somebody try and take these gaps down as I'm going through them. I'm trying to make sure that I see all of them. Dexbeck's finished. There we go. And no one else yet. who's going to be next. We've got a couple coming through the bus stop now.
Oh, they spotted Eddie.
Audi Sport has finished, yep. Eddie as well across the line.
Not bad at all from Audi Sport.
Yeah, pretty good job from both of them. I didn't think he would beat Eddie in the end, but Eddie's damage clearly didn't help. And now we've got to wait a little while for the rest. I think it'll be Marco next across the line. It will be. Here he comes, the winner. He's got an extra lap versus the field. Marco, yeah, next across the line. Very nicely done, Stint. One tiny mistake early on, but he's pretty much managed it perfectly. Need Ken's gap quick. Okay, hang on. There you go, 2:54 initial. Okay, Marco, obviously his gap will be 0. As he crosses the line in first place. 79 laps completed. Luke next across the line. He's spinning out of the final corner. Here he goes, 9:10 the gap. Next up will be Rocketman to cross the line, and Topeka, 2:24 for Topeka, 4:41 for Rocketman. Ola across the line with exactly 7-minute gap, and finally Neuer Sommer, the last one, across the line.
Are completed it.
4:58, yep, no tyres. There he goes, 10th place. Nicely done, well done everyone.
Great job on finishing goal.
Yes. Everyone finished. Unfortunately, Shishi Man with the disconnect. That was really unfortunate. But everybody else, nicely done. There we go, Marco winning. And let me save that replay. Topeka was 2:54, I think. I have to go back in the stream for that one. Actually, wait. It might be. No, it won't be on the results screen, will it? Yeah, never mind. This result screen is not helpful. Result, yep. If you want the full result, I'll go through it now. We've got Marco first place. It's a shame that this result screen doesn't actually show us gaps. It only shows us laps behind. Rotek second, closely behind, Comfy on the 4-stop. And then Charles in 4th, Audi Sport 5th, Eddie in 6th, Topeka in 7th, Ken in 8th. And I can't get down. What is this? What is this result screen? Oh wait, next. There we go. Rocketman 9th. 10th was Neuer Sommer. Dexbex 11th. Ola in 12th. 13th was Luke. And 14th was Shishi with the disconnect, unfortunately. I appreciate that, guys.
Also, unfortunately, I can't save the replay.
I've got it. It's okay.
Okay.
I will now check the gap document to make sure that all the gaps have been collected. If I can... I don't remember where it is. Oh, is it here? Here. Something here. No, sure, are there any gaps you didn't get? The gaps are all on the streams then. If you can... Quick result. Let's have a look. You're welcome, guys. I'll end the stream in a moment and I'll hand over to the next driver, which will be the next commentator. I think is Comfy and Nushal commentating the next one, I believe. So Comfy might have some insight from his last stint that he just did. Yeah, I can't see the gap document for this race. Nushal has all the gaps. Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you, guys. I'll now end the stream. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you again in Stint 3. I'll be back.